right, and we are live. Hello, hello. And
Hello.
to anyone who may be out there, hello. I know it's been taking a while for those notifications to go out on
Hmm.
YouTube. They're whatever that algorithm is,
Right.
a little on the slow end. The
Hey, I just got it on my phone and my tablet. We're
oh,
live.
oh wow. All right. Well, that wasn't
Victoria.
too big of a delay, right?
No. Veronica. I was going to say the other V name is in the chat.
Yes. Hello, Veronica. Nice to see you. So yeah, happy Saturday night.
Hmm.
Hello, Irene.
I was
So
telling Barb today is that I haven't shopped at home since the middle of October. I've been out on the road. It's been crazy.
mm, yeah, busy. So how many more shows do you have to do coming up?
I'm done with shows. Just
Oh, good.
mom's birthday and Thanksgiving, and then we'll have a free weekend.
Hi,
But yeah.
Vicky. And yes, this is my
Hmm.
living room, or at least a little part of my living room. So yes, it's when I sit in the other room, I'm right by my sliding doors. And sometimes that's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, like today, it's cold today. So I'm a little warmer in here. So I
Yeah.
decided I'm just gonna hang out here. And then that way, I can have Gracie. Gracie's just sitting right over here on the sofa next to me. And so then that way she can just be really close and not like hovering behind me, ready to
Yeah. Trying to
jump.
leap off. Yeah.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kitty. So yeah, welcome to the living room. If you're wondering what is behind me here, which you can kind of see,
The
if you
village.
go back into my shorts on my YouTube channel, you will be able to see the shorts I did of the little Christmas villages I have set
Hmm.
up over here. The picture on my right.
Well,
I know that's hard because StreamYard is opposite.
hmm
So we'll say, is it the gold one? Is it the blue one? Is it this one? How big of a screen are you looking at?
yeah, right.
Able to see that. And please don't tell me you have me up on your like 70-inch TV.
The blue one.
The blue one. So this one was actually painted, this one and this one, oops, right here, were painted by my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she did both of those. And if you are when I'm in the other room, if you look kind of in the same spot from where I'm sitting in the same spot right over here, there's another big painting in that room, and she did that one too.
Cool.
And then there's one over I have a fireplace right here, and there's one over my fireplace, and she did that. So I've got her
Yeah.
art all over my house. It's awesome. And hello, Jeff. Hi, Thomas. And hi, Kitty. And oh, I almost lost my light there. it,
Yeah.
it just decided to move for some reason. So yeah, I'm still working on getting the lighting quite right here, figuring out where to put my ring light, but it's good. It lights it up really good close up. So that's the important thing. Hello, Karen. So thanks guys for joining us. And so yeah, I might no, I've got a you can see part of my ficus, oops, right here, and it goes that way. And if I turn my camera, I think you won't be able to see that because the ficus is blocking it. But I should do shorts on some of the artwork that I have in my house. I'll put that on my to-do
Right.
list. That will be fun. But yeah, so thanks guys for joining us on this Saturday night. Hopefully the weather is cooperating where you guys are. It's a little colder than usual where I am because it's clear, which you guys know up in the Seattle area, we like our clouds because the clouds keep
Yeah.
the temperatures warmer. And when it
Yeah.
clears out like it's doing now, the temperatures get cold. And hi, Jeannie. Hi, Laura. And hi, Gina Marie. Now, I can't complain though, because Becky was telling me how cold it is there. And
Well, yeah, it was like 19 as a low the other night, and we got snow down in town. And I mean, we left. Well, my last trip, we went to Minnesota the beginning of this week, and it was in the 70s when we left, and then it was like 29 degrees up in Minneapolis by the time we got up there. So,
yeah,
my system didn't like that much either. So,
no, that's
yeah.
really
Then there's snow by the time I got back here. So I'm like, my body and the time zones, we left on the daylight savings time, fall back, and then as soon as 4 more hours later, we jumped ahead again into the next time zone. So I have no idea what time it is practically anymore.
That's okay, because as you mentioned, no more traveling for a little bit.
No, not for a little while. So all the shows are done for right now. And yeah, just the next couple holidays and Mom's birthday, and those are all here in town. So I mean, I'll probably get bored in a couple weeks. But yeah, it's nice to kind of be done.
A day road trip.
Yeah, they were so back to back. It was kind of long, but we did it, and they're all done. So brought the lutefisk back. We're all set.
Oh, and Gina Marie is saying that it was hot in Rhode Island today, and it was 73. Wow.
Yeah, it was 60 here, but you didn't feel it unless you're sitting in the sunshine. It was chilly in the shade today in the breeze. So, and I was inside most of the day, so you never know.
That is nice. Yeah, because then it doesn't matter what it's doing outside.
No. And the oven's on all afternoon, so then you're taking off, all the layers to get comfortable inside. 19, yeah.
Oh gosh. Hi, LaDonna. It's 23 with snow. Oh, wow.
I think we sent it that way. Just saying. Because that was Thursday morning when I woke up to that. So I think it kind of went that way, LaDonna. I was just happy I didn't have to drive through snow on the way back because we skirted north of Omaha. And I was like, at least it was just raining. That was it. So that was nice. What was in the oven? Lutefisk and potatoes. We had our lutefisk dinner today at the lodge. So lots and lots of fish and meatballs.
That is an interesting combination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you hear of it much up there? Because I know, like, there's a couple of Norwegian communities up that way. So.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few, and because between the Norway, Sweden, and Finland, huge
all the Scandinavian
because of the fishing industry here.
Yep.
So yeah, lots and lots of that, but. Yeah, I can't say as though I've ever jumped on or jumped in the line to.
Yeah, I mean, I had my few bites, and I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have had that today. Yeah, I know. We were close to everybody. I drove through, feel like half the country in the last 2 weeks between Alabama and Minnesota trips. So yeah.
And hello, Denise, and hello, Maria.
Hi, Midge. Oh, there's Mom. See, she said it was good. Mom came over to the lutefisk dinner today. So
great.
I know. That's what everybody's like. Well, good for you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, they all pay to come and eat it, so they can't be that bad. Everybody wants it that's there. So I
And
think we
hi,
had,
Sarah Lee. Yes, we do have a beautiful Nordic museum here. Absolutely.
yes, I would like to get up there sometime.
Yes, if you do, you have to go to Ballard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the list for the rotation. I'm just not sure when it's going to happen. So,
Hi, Randy. Okay, so you guys know Becky hit 1,000 subscribers a while
I
back.
did.
And yeah, so she has, I'm still going to share her channel though, just so everybody can make
Thank
sure
you.
they're still subscribed. Because you know how YouTube
Mhm.
does like to unsubscribe you.
Yep. And now that I'm home, I have to sit down and phone a friend and figure out a few more things that I need to take care of for all that, getting all that taken care of on YouTube too. So not at 3 o'clock in the morning though.
Yes. Steph, I know right before we went live, I saw that Steph took her hat off finally. So she was making, that's one of the, that contributed, I think, a little bit to my decision to come and sit in the living room here where it's a couple degrees warmer than my
Yeah.
other spot, is because watching Steph all bundled up with the scarf and the hat and everything.
How cold was it in California? Sarah Lee met the King of Norway. There was they just did a something through the Norwegian Alliance in Minneapolis and stuff with the Queen recently. So
Oh, wow.
I don't know what the whole thing was about, but one of the gals from Denver was invited up to that, so that was cool.
Well, they get around then, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Oh, at the opening of the museum. That's awesome. At the Nordic Museum in Ballard. Cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think the unofficial slogan or something, however you want to phrase it, with Ballard is "Ufta." It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's like bumper stickers and everything was always "Ufta"
Yeah,
with Ballard.
pretty much. I bought me a Minnesota sweatshirt this time too that's got all the sayings in it. So then I start sounding like I'm from the Midwest again because I go back there and you talk to
Yeah.
a few people and it rubs off super fast. So don't you know?
Yeah, there you go. Hi,
Yeah.
Mia. All right, so I did put Becky's link in the chat. So if everybody could just double click and make sure that you are subscribed to Becky. Yeah, because your next sale is going to be on Tuesday?
Yes.
No, Sunday.
No, Sunday. I should be on with Paula finally again on Sunday because I'm not driving anymore or packing up a show. And then Tuesday are my normals on my channel. And Steven, my friend from Alabama, he's on the fourth Tuesday of the month. So he'll be coming up right after Thanksgiving, I think. And my 1 year, oh my goodness, will be my 12 days of Christmas in December, along with my regular stuff. So
Cool. Hi,
it's just gone
Sue.
flown by. So hi,
A
Suze.
whole year already. Isn't that
Well, a whole
amazing?
year of live on my channel. It's 2 years of YouTube. So I need to catch up on videos. I need to catch up on the bookkeeping of the 1,000. And I need to stay home long enough to get it finished up, catch up.
Yeah, it's true. There's once you hit 1,000, there are a few things that YouTube likes you to do and get taken care of because they want to. They're happy that you've got to 1,000.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Well,
a
that
good.
and I came home I had invoicing and some shipping to do. So I had Thursday only to do it. And Friday was a holiday. So no shipping went out. So I'm like,
Right.
I guess I'll just wait a moment on the shipping. So I'm a little behind on that, but we're pretty close to catching up this week. So
That's good. That is very good. Yeah, because with as much as you've been gone,
Well,
that's
yeah.
a lot.
That's what I told Barbara. We really need to look at the calendar and see if we can make this flow a little bit better than back and forth, because I would have liked to have had some extra days down in Alabama to visit my friend in Florida, but we had to be right back for something else. So
Uh,
like we need some logistical planning.
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's not like you make it down there all the time. It would
No.
be nice to have a couple extra days.
Yep. And
Hang
it just didn't
out.
work this fall. So
Mhm.
yep.
Hi, Anna. So nice that everyone is here joining us. Yeah, so pretty much from what I've seen, everybody in the chat pretty much knows how this is going to work with the offers and all that good stuff. But if you've got questions along the way of anything that we're showing,
Mm-hmm.
please put them into the chat, because we definitely want to make sure that all the questions are answered before we close out an item. And so Denise is asking how you travel. What
This is
kind
my
of
minivan right now. We put all the seats down and you put all the boxes in the back. So, but there's a show we're looking at doing that we're going to have to, it's like a 4-day show. So we have to figure out how to get more stuff there. So we've been looking at all sorts of different options. We're driving to and from Alabama and going, what's that one? What's that one? Every time something passes you on the highway, you're like, well, what about that one? Is that big enough? Is that too small? So yeah, you need something bigger, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, they make those little I think Ford makes them where you can just like stack all kinds of things. It's not like a van, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
you see all those little delivery
Yeah.
vans around where they drive like a car, but the back is more like a van.
Yeah, it's that whole balance of not just buying a vehicle just for shows so you can do, regular running around in it, and the gas mileage, or it's the same as driving two vehicles or the same as towing a vehicle because it pulls down your gas mileage. It's a whole mess of what ifs when we look at it all. So we're looking to change it up a little bit.
And Thomas, I do not have the inspector shirt on tonight. I've got the little girl with her BFF German Shepherd on guard so she can smell the tulips. But that one is in my merch store, and I just put in my first Christmas item.
Oh, nice. See, I feel like I'm totally out of the loop because I'm like, you have new merch? I need to go look. So
I'll put the link in to the store so you can take a look at it.
mm-hmm.
And I see. So Jeff also commented that it has to be a vehicle that
Has
Jeff
to be Jeff approved. Yep. Because it kind of end up being his vehicle instead of that. But a sports car doesn't hold much merchandise, so he can bring me a box or two if I'm running low on something, if we're close enough. But other than that, it doesn't help us
if he
going.
had a sports car, he could be there lickety split.
Yeah, it'd take him like 2 minutes to get to Alabama.
Right. Oh my
man.
goodness.
Yeah, and I mean the shows have been better because we've been building up. That was our third show in Alabama, so we're building the reputation, we're building the show. It takes like 3 to 5 years, excuse me, to have people know that you're there and what you're doing and everything. So it's worth it. It's just, and it's fun to go hang out with all your friends, basically is what it turns out to be, all the other dealers that come from other states and stuff. So
yeah,
it's just that it's less expensive to do them that are here locally. So we don't have to travel as far or have as much lodging expenses. So
yeah.
yeah. That's right. Just realized you're in the living room, Trisha.
I am.
Surprise. Mhm.
Just keeping everybody on their toes.
Right, Colonel Mustard in the living room.
Yes, it's nice to have the option to do that, to be able to swap up the rooms whenever I feel like it. And yeah, this room is warmer, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, when it gets too cold, I'll plug my heater in that's on the other side of the desk again.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, Denise is playing Clue.
Right. With the laptop.
That's right, with the laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know, that's nice. Have laptop will travel.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Just saying it's nice to offset the cost of traveling with doing a show for sure, because then you can also shop and look and buy along the way, places that you're not normally at. So that's a great way for it too. So
Yeah. Do lots of thrifting and everything.
Yeah, and that's why I like to stop at, if you have family or friends and stuff along the way, you can kind of incorporate it. But they've been so quick back and forth that there wasn't time for that this year. So, speaking of which, I'm gonna put my socks back on.
Well, while Becky's doing that, I'll just remind everyone, watch the chat. As we're bringing items up, we'll put the start price in the chat. We'll describe the item, put your offers in while we're describing. If you do put an offer in and it gets other offers come in and you get to your max limit, just please put out into the chats so we can move on. Hello, Yvonne. And then when we get down to the high offer, going once, going twice, and sold into the chat. So always keep watching the chat for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys know I ship from Washington State. Becky's pretty close to the middle there.
Back in the middle of Colorado. Yep, just south of Denver.
And I don't know. If I think of anything else, I'll just shout it out randomly.
Yep. Ask questions. There's my mother taught me the only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
Good point. Good point. All right. Well, I am going to put Becky up on the big screen and we'll see what she's got going first here.
Okay. Well, what I did is I pulled a few random things and then I have a couple boxes that I brought back with me that I haven't unpacked yet. So I'll be muting occasionally so you all don't have to listen to me unwrapping everything. But I'm going to start out with a little turkey. I don't remember if I've shown him here before or not. So if I have, I guess here he is again.
Surprise!
Yeah, I thought if he doesn't go here, he's going to my booth. He's one of the hobby piece ceramics, and I would start him at $10. I believe he's is it gimbal or something like that looks like the patchwork.
Yeah, Kimple.
Kimble.
Kimple.
Okay.
I think.
Normally I would look at the bottom, but whoever had it put one of those nice felt pieces on the bottom so it doesn't scratch up any of your surfaces.
That's nice.
And he does have a little bit of some paint missing on that backside right there, but he's very well painted.
Hi, Erin.
To look like that little quilt. And
you guys had a great sale tonight, Erin. I was in and out, so I didn't. I knew I wouldn't be able to do much chatting for being in and out, but that was a lot of fun seeing you, Erin and Steph and Helen tonight. That was a great sale.
Oh yeah. So he's almost, I think, 5 inches tall, 6 inches across, and almost 4 inches deep from his beak to the back of him. So I'm saying him because he's got all the feathers.
Right.
So for the first time when we were on our way out Sunday morning, all of a sudden on one, we go and turned around a corner and there was about 4 turkeys sitting on the side of the road. And they had to move quick and get out of our way.
Oh, wow.
So it was probably in Nebraska, I think. But yeah. So that's my offering. Yeah, I wish I could see, but I don't want to pull that. That felt is not even loose.
No,
Even pull it up. So
they rarely say it on there on
yeah,
them.
a few of them say like the whatever ceramics company,
Yeah.
but not on this one. And I hate to undo something like that that's helpful for sitting on a nice surface. So, all right. And that's my choice. My
Wow.
offer or my piece.
Okay, no takers on that. I am kind of surprised there. He is really cute. Okay, let me get me over here. All right, so my first item, I'm going to do a $15 start on it.
Hi, Geneva.
And I have got this big, beautiful piece of glass that is one of those, I think it's a wine decanter. You know, I'm not always big on that, but I don't have the stoppers. So they're supposed to have, hi Geneva, the big fancy stoppers, and I don't have them. I just have the beautiful piece of glass. Now, I did give it a rinse earlier today. There's still water that's working its way out of being evaporated from here. So you're going to see a little bit of that in there. But this has got a beautiful, not beautiful, pontil on the bottom. It's rough. So I'm just going to tell you right off. It is rough. But they did do a nice swirl all the way through this piece. So you can see that swirl making its way up and up to the top. Great handle on here. And it is a really cool green color. But yeah, I just unfortunately don't have the plugs that go in there. But this is nice and tall. And hi, Bonnie. And it would just look really cool just hanging out if you didn't want to use it for a wine carafe. It's just a very decorative piece. And you could use it, you know, on the floor as a vase. Size-wise, let me see. I did not bring over my bigger ruler. So we'll say this one is about 13 inches tall. And it is about 6 inches wide. So really cool piece of green glass. Okay.
It looks almost amber to me, but I don't know if that's...
I'll say maybe avocado green.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Is the color. Well, it's a little more into that brownish green. And hello, Delbert.
Oh, I'm going to double check. Okay. I am on the Wi-Fi. And I'm plugged in with 100%, and I got a new cord, Trisha. We're on a whole new page with...
Wow.
I know.
Look at that, Becky, year 2.
Well, we finally figured out it was my cord that wasn't charging the phone. It'd been plugged in, but it wasn't charging it. I was like, well, that's just irritating.
Yeah. Yeah, when your cord gives out, of all things. Thank you, Vicky. I see you for 15. Yeah, this is a good deal for 15. But, you know, because I didn't have the plugs, I thought that that was good, but it's a beautiful piece of glass. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really awesome. So I
it's
am,
great for height on the shelf behind other pieces too.
yeah, and I'll put it on my shoulder so you can see. It is tall.
Yeah, could put an air plant in it. I don't think you could put a, what are those other little trees called?
What, a
The
succulent?
bottle, no, you couldn't put a bottle brush
Oh, a
tree in
bottle brush? Maybe not.
it. A little growing straight out of the side like Colorado ones.
And I am going to go ahead and count this down for Vicky. Going once. Going twice. Oh no, Thomas. So
Yeah,
Thomas's cat Dexter bites the cord and then they don't work anymore.
yeah, I just flat out wore mine out. Nobody else to blame, but just didn't realize it wasn't working.
And sold to Vicky.
There you go.
Thank you, Vicky. Okay, and back to Becky.
I think this is my only other choice. Whoops, backwards. That's kind of Thanksgiving themed. I saved them for more for the holidays, and it'll be a choice of 10. I have started, just start them at $4. I know everybody likes to make the little assemblages on these or have them as somebody else's sticker from before. Thought I had them all pulled off. I will show that to you again. But these are nutmeg and cloves by Shillings. And these both each have spices in them still. But then there's the pumpkin pie spice, which is a really hard one to find. And trying to look for a date on it. And of course it doesn't have a date. But this one's out of Ohio.
Does it have a barcode?
Yes, it does.
Ah.
That's what I was looking at right there. There's the barcode. These two, the nutmeg and the cloves, do not have a barcode. And they are out of, looks like Maryland. Well, Maryland and San Francisco with the cloves. So I would open it and smell it, but I'd probably sneeze. So probably not. But I do like cloves. Oh, yeah, that one's nice. What's still, I mean, I'm guessing those are been in here a little while.
Yeah.
Because, but that one's still very fragrant with the cloves.
Yeah, they don't lose it after a while.
That's like the grocery store, like grease pencil price. Nutmeg. Yeah, that's not too bad. See, these ones I can handle, Trisha. It's the flowering stuff that drives me crazy. So it's a choice.
All right. So
we've got 3 of them.
We've got Thomas in.
And they're just the little cans. So they're about 2.5 inches by 1.5 and 2.5 tall. They're almost square. Yeah, almost square.
Makes it easy to stack them in your cupboard.
Yep. I love the colors. They're nice and bright colors too. And this one, of course, for the pumpkin spice. That's the big draw to this one. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to count these down for Thomas. Good. Going once. Going twice. There we go. And sold to Thomas. So Thomas, let us know which of the spices you would like.
And hopefully my wrist will cooperate. All that driving and it flared up my carpal tunnel in my left hand.
Oh, so no.
Trying not to hold anything with that has a big weight for an extended period of time on that side.
Right.
The cloves. All right, the cloves it is. Thank you so much.
Great. And if anyone would like the others, you just let us know in the chat.
I'll watch for it.
Yep. Okay, so my next item is, oops. I can type here. This is going to start at $22. And I've had these glasses and this holder, but I thought I'm going to try one more time with these, bringing them to a sale. I'm just about done with the next project that I was working on. And then I'm going to be back listing things again. So I thought I'm going to bring these one more time. This is a really cool rotating holder.
Yes.
These glasses, they probably hold, do they hold a cup? And I've got a cup next to me. Nope. I'm going to say if you filled it to the top, it would probably be about 6 ounces, but you would probably want to just put about 3 or 4 ounces in here for drinking. But this is a metal caddy. It has a little bit of a like vegan leather piece right here. And then this is metal and this part is metal. This is also really, really great if you wanted to have a hot cocoa bar, taco night, have all your little condiments in there, and then, yeah, a lazy Susan for scotch. There you go, Delbert. But yeah, it is a really cool piece. And, you know, for finding these caddies, I don't find them very often. And I have not seen a rotating one. And I think that is just amazing. So here it is. Here is the caddy. And then all 4 of the glasses. And they are in great condition. So 22 on these.
I like how shiny the silver is on those.
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, it's got some age to it, and it is in really pristine condition. Whoever had it, yeah, didn't have it in too much humidity, didn't have it in the basement, out in the garage. They took really good care.
I think that's a new purpose. Put plants in it. I think we came up with everything else possible between the last couple chats.
That's true. All right, guys. So last call on this one before you will see it next, probably on eBay.
Lazy Susan for scotch. Yes.
And you know, if you're giving somebody a gift for Christmas, you know, that could be a great accessory piece to give them also.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. Think about it. There's still time to get unique Christmas gifts for
people. Yeah, because you could put a little bit, you know, different condiments or different toppings, or you could fill it up and like then wrap the whole thing up.
Yep.
Okay. If you can, it's a bell. I have a little mermaid bell. She's a bisque pottery, and I'll start her at $8 because I got a great price on her. And this is the details, like seaweed around like a little crown on her hair. She's got the little shells and so nice pastel colorways with the blues and the greens and her hair. And then look at the water at the bottom. There's a little fish poking up in the back. And she's listening to a shell here. I don't know. I mean, she's obviously close enough to the ocean to hear it, but maybe it's an accessory. Now it has the ringer that's attached with a ribbon, and it has one little mark right there. And I have no idea where she's from, but I would guess in that probably Taiwan, Hong Kong kind of era, because of the kind of material she's made out of. So she's not the shiny and the cold paint like the Japan. So so big, and it's got a pretty good sound to it too. 4 1/4 inches tall and about 2 1/4 wide. I thought the detailing on her scales and with the fish on the back and the shell, she wasn't just a, she wasn't just a plain old mermaid. I liked the detail she had. So is that Steph, right? Maybe she's calling Steph. She's like, hello.
It could be Steph.
Like telephone. Oh, Mitch is in. What's that? Fill one. Oh, there you go. There's a whole nother use. You can sort your bills like the bank. Just put it on your dresser and sort your money. So.
All right. Well, we'll count this down for Mitch.
Tell by the sound that there's no crack or no chip in the bell. Otherwise, it would just dunk. So, but she's a cutie.
That's a good point. Going once.
And that's where it's attached.
Going twice. And sold.
All right. I have you down, Mitch. Thank you.
Okay. So I have a really pretty,
Switch us.
There we go. So I have a really, really pretty tea set. It is Noritake, and it is the older hand-painted Noritake. And the one thing I really love, specifically the extra detail that Noritake does by continuing the tree onto the lid. It's like, that is such a nice detail. As someone is painting, they don't just stop there, but they actually put it up onto the lid. And it is a beautiful scene all the way around. On all of these pieces, there we go. It is marked Noritake, made in Japan. And these are all in beautiful condition. Just really, really nice condition. So there is the teapot. And there's even a little swan right there. So also, there is the creamer with the swan. And the design is all around. Hi, Jeanette. And it's got the Noritake mark on the bottom. Beautiful gold edging all around. Then there is the creamer. And we've got the swan again. And this one, again, they extended the tree onto the lid of the sugar. Nice touch. And that's not all. I also have 2 cups and saucers.
It's just amazing that they hand painted all that stuff.
So there we go. There are the saucers and the cups. Oops, turn that around so you can see the pretty house. This one does not have the swan. Yeah, the swan is not on the cups. But it is a beautiful set. All of them with the Noritake mark on them. So you get the 2 cups and saucers. And the sugar. The creamer. And the teapot. So a beautiful set. And so, yeah, so that's a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-piece set, $35. And yeah, it is just in absolutely pristine condition. Probably sat in a china cabinet for years.
Somebody just looking at it.
Just looking at it, yeah, they probably never, from the inside and stuff, yeah, I don't know if it was ever used. It's beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous on the inside. And I mean, it's Noritake. You know, it doesn't
Yep.
get much better than that.
I picked up some Noritake this weekend. It's still out in the car.
All right. Well, we'll pass on that.
Okay. I have Christmas mixed in with all sorts of different things. So we're going to skip right on to the next holiday. And these are some of those candle huggers. They're going to start at $7 for the pair. And this is like, well, he's wearing a little Santa hat with this teddy bear, and then she's got a cute little dress and a bow on. And, you know, just for sake of display, that's what they look like on the candles.
Cute.
And I would guess these were, oh, they do have a sticker. Made in Taiwan.
Ah.
So they are the bisque again. So it's not the shiny, but they're painted really nicely and they have cute little faces. And let's see, we need to know how tall they are because these are littler ones. So just almost 2 inches tall. And with the ring to go around the candle, they are about 1.5 inches here. So they're a little narrower that direction. But they're just those little, woo, this one's going to go all the way on that one. Well, I guess you could put them on the same candle if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. So, right to the do not touch cabinet. There was an estate sale I was at once, and the guy was like, this is my mother's living room. I was never allowed to set foot in here. So, not just a cabinet, a whole room was like that. So, yeah, kind of a little Santa look to him, and she's got the green stripe on like her apron and gives her that whole Christmas theme as well.
Oh yeah, they are cute.
So they look good on any color candles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my offering. And I kind of like them together because he would, yeah. So if you did them on two different candles, obviously one, it would be, she stays a little bit higher.
Yeah, or maybe on a wax candle, maybe they're just a little thicker, so he might
Yeah,
sit
it probably
a little
depends
bit
on what
higher.
your size of your taper is. Yeah. So he
Mhm.
might stay up a little bit higher, but yep. They both have their stickers. He's got that one and she's got that one.
That
What is
is
it?
nice.
ROC. I'm not sure if that's some sort of a trademark thing or the company that.
Republic of China.
There it is.
When Taiwan, yeah, that's like a 70s
Mhm.
mark when they really had the Republic of China.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's
And
a few things that don't come to my brain quickly since it's been a long week.
it's been a very busy week.
Yes, it has. So
But busy weeks are good because they're usually productive weeks.
yes, and it went fast. I mean, all of a sudden I was like, what day is it? Oh, it's Thursday already. Wow. Yeah, went super fast. So it's the bear hugger set, not the candle included. That is for display because it's easier than showing you on my finger. This is much more effective.
And I'm going to count this down for Vicky.
All right, thank you.
Going once. Going twice. And sold to Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. And I know I do have a few things that will be that I had invoiced from last week. And since we didn't have shipping on Friday, I will for sure combine shipping with what I already had ready to go out from invoices.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up, I have, see, they're going to start at 25, but they are a pair. And I'm going to show one, but I do have a pair of them. So they are these beautiful crystal hurricanes. So this is already sized, and there are 3 different sizes in here. So you can put the taper, the tea light, or the votive. And I was seeing if that matched up with anything, but it's funny how you just notice things. I noticed that there's like a little extra crystal right on the end there.
Is
There
that
are really, yeah.
the foot? Is it supposed to be the other way around?
Well, I don't think so because that has all the candle cutouts.
Oh.
So I think it just stabilizes
Oh
the,
yeah.
it
Okay. Because
just
it looks more
stabilizes.
like a hurricane shade, doesn't it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
this way it doesn't really sit in here that well. You could do it that way, but it doesn't really sit. It sits much better this way. But yeah, this is crystal. So let me get it.
Pretty.
I don't know if it'll ring. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it has a nice ring that way.
It would look great with some LED lights in it too.
Mm-hmm. So these are with the base. So with the base all together, it's 7.5 inches tall, and there are a pair of these. So let me get the other ones. Boom. So yeah, selling these as a set. They are really spectacular, beautiful crystal. And it is hard to find these as a set. I have found some as singles, but yeah, not a lot in the set. So that was really nice. And then here is the hurricane part, the part that is going to show off the light. And you can see it's so nicely cut that as the candle flickers in there, it is really going to just cast out gorgeous, gorgeous light. And Vicky, thank you. I see you. And it's so nice that you get the 3 different cutouts in here for the sizes. So you've got the taper, then there's the next ledge for the tea light, and then there is room to put, if you wanted to, a bigger tea light or a votive right there, because yeah, it is just fantastic. And 7.5 inches, it is really,
Those are, yeah. They make a great centerpiece with the console bowl in the middle.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Or just have them, a Thanksgiving table, just have them on there, put the food around, and just let the candlelight just cast out all the beautiful light. And because it does sit up just a little bit, you can see there is just a little bit of a gap there that I would imagine if you wanted to, you could probably put fairy lights in there and then run the cord out that little slot and just kind of hide it away.
Yeah.
So there is
all
that.
different ways to light those up.
Mm-hmm. And hi, Nancy. And hello, Sabrina. So yeah, so this is the pair, and hello to anyone else who is popping in. So I've got a beautiful pair of crystal hurricanes. I'm just showing the one because it's easier on my hands to do all that.
Those have got to be heavy.
They're pretty good weight, even though they're semi hollow, but yeah, it is pretty good. But I'm going to count these down. Oop, I did not highlight Vicky. So I'm going to count these down for Vicky. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Vicky. Thank you.
Those will be pretty for any occasion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice because even if you want to really dress up Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, any of those big holidays, those are going to be gorgeous on a table.
Yep. Okay. I have a group of vintage Christmas cards. Now, they have all been signed, they have all been sent, but I thought the graphics on some of them people would like for junk journaling or for display because some of them are just so cute. So I think there's 13 in the group, and I'm just going to start it at $10 and go from there. So I'm going to show them to you as we go. So the little snowman with the grandson, and this side. It's from Grammy Helen. And that's Hallmark. That was a whole 15 cents originally. This little grandson Christmas one with his Raggedy Andy doll. And again from a grandmother. And this is from Norcross. I'm not familiar with that one as a card company.
I've seen a few of those vintage ones around.
Okay.
I don't remember them, but
I don't either. But this guy is flocked all the red on his costume, on his hat, and it just says it's Christmas with that's from Ethel. Again with the Norcross. I do remember in the 80s doing like walking around the neighborhood and selling Christmas cards like to the neighbors, and they ship them to you and different things like that. I don't remember why, but He's on
Yeah,
the roof.
cool fundraisers and
Yeah.
stuff, I think. Yeah.
Let's see. There's, oh, here it is. So we're pulling here. Oh, and he comes down the chimney.
Oh, cute.
And this is from Lois, Howard, Macklin, Ted, Jennifer, and Danny, by the children. So this was one of those ones that was personalized. It came out of an album, so it's got a little bit of some peeling where they peeled it out of an album. So that's a great graphic. This one's quite okay. All the pieces just fell out. It had a game in it that somebody cut out. So the Christmas tree with all the rings, and you set it up and then you throw them, and you know, there's a ring on the floor, but I will find it. So that one's another grandson by Hallmark. There's a Peanuts one. And oh, warm wishes. See, look, just for you. He's sending you a blanket, Trisha.
Oh, nice.
Right? That's a Hallmark one too.
Yeah, so
A
my mom's
glittering.
asking why I'm in the living room, because it's warmer.
It's cold. There's a glittery. Let's see if we can catch the glitter on him. There it is. The
Oh,
glitter
yeah.
on the snowman.
Yeah.
That's a Hallmark one to Dad. Christmas. This one is flocked again. All the pink and the stockings and the blanket are all
Oh, look
flocked.
how cute they are.
Yeah. The little critters in bed to get all warm, snuggled up because it's cold.
I don't know, Nancy. Can we trust you with the snowman?
The puppy dog one. This is American Greetings. He's got a little jar of candy.
And you guys can't see, but right at the end here, Gracie and Joe are sitting right next to me. Wow, look how long that one is.
Yeah, so it's like a fourfold with Santa on the roof, then with his reindeer. That's Norcrest again. I love this one. This is vintage Hallmark to me all the way.
Ooh.
He's really cute, and he's got a pom-pom attached right there.
And he's winking.
That's right. And he's got full graphics on the back. So he'd make a great piece displayed. And a little bit of graphics on the inside. I have two left. This one is Forget-Me-Not, and he sits open like an A-frame to stand up.
That's
And you can
cool.
see the back side of him as well. And then the last grandson one is also a fold-out. With
Oh,
Santa and all the reindeer. I think this one would be great. Yeah. Well, it's not Santa. It's the kid in the sleigh. But look at the reindeer. They're just amazing. Great graphics with Rudolph at the
yeah.
front of that. So that's Norcross as well. So it's that whole group of all the cards. Even though they've been used, it makes them great. It'd be great to even scan some of them if you like to be able to reuse them for different things or make your own cards.
Yes.
And you said you had somebody in?
Yes, we've got Karen.
Okay. Yeah, there's some fun ones.
Yeah, those fold-out ones in particular, they have just got great graphics.
Yeah. He's my favorite of this group, though. Like, Merry Christmas. So I'm ready to count them down if you are.
Right. Going once. Going twice. And sold. There we go. Sold to Karen.
Perfect. Thank you, Karen. I don't think I've sold to you before, so please make sure to send me your information. I appreciate it. I'm missing things. I just realized I was in top chat, not live chat.
Oh.
You're missing comments. Make sure you're in live chat.
That's true. That is true. Okay. So this is another item. I've had them at a sale before. Gonna bring them one more time. and we will see. These are a really, really, really nice pair of battery operated candles. So this one I put the batteries in. This one does not have the batteries in. These are by, there we go, Luminera. They are sold on QVC. And these have, you might be able to see in there. So they have these little, the wicks, and they're attached on that little wire, and they move. So I'm going to turn this one on. And here, I'll put it over here so you'll be able to see it with the darker background there. And so they light up really nicely, but you can see that top, because it's attached on a wire, it wiggles around like it's a burning candle.
Cool.
And these would be really lovely in a, windowsill, on your mantle. They have like a brushed bronze base to them. And they're done in that older style, like you would be, in your PJs and your stocking cap walking around your house like the night before Christmas. And hi, animal lover number 1. And on the tops here, you can see it has the simulated wax melting.
That's a great word.
And they are, well, up to the top of the flame, it is about 12 inches. And I'm going to see if I can, nope, it kind of, the lighting just kind of drowns it out. But it's really, you get the multi-dimensional colors of a flame on here. I wish you could see that. You're just not going to be, it's just one of those things that isn't going to translate well with the lighting and the camera.
You can sure see it wiggling good though up there.
Yeah, but it really does have, as it's closer in, it's brighter. And then as it goes out, it gets a little lighter and lighter. So it really does look like a flame. Yeah, these are really well made. They take 2D batteries.
Oh, wow.
So
should help them not tip over either. Give them a nice solid base.
It does give a really good base to them. Yeah. And yeah, they won't topple over very easily. And these candles, yeah, they go for a lot of money. And so, yeah, I'm offering this pair at $35, which is a very good value for what they are and what they go for. And I don't think you can find these with the kind of brushed bronze base, or at least I didn't find any. So it's an older style. They work fantastic, and it is a really neat effect. So think about these. On the bottom, I do want to mention there is an on and off and a timer. So you could, put these up in maybe a hard to reach spot and then put the timer on them so that they just go on and off automatically.
Oh, that's nice. Nice to have a timer on them.
Yeah. Yeah,
you don't forget about them.
Yep. I was going to see if I could see, oh, here's my magnifier. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say how long the timer is. I was gonna see the fine print on here, but nope, it doesn't. It doesn't say, but those are typically like 6 to 8 hours or so on that. All right. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay.
That's right. St.
This is
Nicholas
one.
won't pass you up if you put those in your window.
Okay, we are going back to Becky.
Okay. I'm going to bring you a piece of print. Oh, wow. That sentence was just not coming out right. I'm going to bring you a piece of Fenton. This is the bonbon dish style with a tri-crimp, double crimp, extra crimpy.
Thank you, Thomas.
And it is milk glass. It is the older milk glass because it's fires. See, I don't know if we can get enough light behind it for you guys to see it, but I can see it right up. I can see it in the whole bottom piece, honestly. Let's see if there's any way for me to, no, that light won't help you. Oh, I need to find my new black light I got too. But this is an $8 start. I'm sorry. They made these bonbons in a couple different ways with different crimps. I've seen with 2 sides up, 3 sides up, 4 sides up. And then it's kind of like a saucer or a bread and butter plate kind of style. And then they cupped them up into the bonbon. It's about 6 inches across and just about 2 inches tall. But it is definitely that nice old school, not old school, it's the old milk glass.
Nice.
It doesn't have the logo on it because it's pre-logo, obviously pre-70s. I think that's 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere in there to have that old milk glass where you're seeing the Ring of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I
don't think I've ever seen the 3 sides up. The 3-sided one. That's a nice look.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice just even for a little trinket dish. Or, I mean, I think these are very utilitarian because they make great for coins or earrings or jewelry, or I don't know if I do keys because my keys are a little bit heavy and might take that out. But for something, or even a soap.
For a candle, if you wanted to put a little votive or something in there.
You're good. Soap dish, sponge next to the sink, you know, all the little fancy places, and you can look at it and enjoy it all the time that way.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, there you can really see the tri-crimp on it there. This is the bottom. So yeah, you can really see how they flipped up the edges with that. It was a cute little piece. I couldn't leave it behind because,
oh no,
you know.
Oh yeah, the glass candies. That's a good one, Laura.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, they look super cute in there.
Yes.
I haven't found them all back. I need to get them all together and then I can offer them, but I have to get them all in one place. I picked up a couple different sets. So, but all right. I wish, let's see. Let me see. I'm going to try and let's see. I need the light between. Let's go this way. Just going to blow it out. It's not going to give you enough to get that ring of fire.
Oh, but it did just as you flipped it.
Oh, yeah. You can see how it's like thinner, like where it looks kind of blue.
Put it back the other way, the way, yeah, that way, and then shine it because you can.
I'm blinding myself.
You could see a little bit. Or at least I thought you could. Oh yeah,
right by my hand, right here.
Right by your hand there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so what you're looking for when she's showing that is the colors of like a sunset
Mm-hmm.
or a sunrise where you get that pink into orange
Yep.
kind of colors. It's really pretty when you hold it up to the light.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it's nice that it made some of these into like shades and for lamps, so that you got that extra look of the opalescence in the glass as well.
Yep. So we've got Lisa at 9. Karen is out. Thank you, Karen.
Okay.
And I'll count it down for Lisa. Going
Sounds good.
once, going twice, and sold to Lisa.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, this was going to be on my to-do list that didn't get done, was to look up who made this, because I know someone who just had something very similar to this on a live sale. And when I saw this, I went, oh, someone just had one of these.
Yep.
I can't remember who made it, but it is purple. It's very pretty because I recognize the shape of this coming up, that coming over.
I would Northwood is my first guess, but because it looks like a candy or a vase that they've just pulled down into a different shape on the lip of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun style.
Yeah, it is. It's so neat because you can see the ribbed design here. You can see how it's got like the little panels.
That optic is really shows up nice with that color.
But when they fold it over, it's smooth.
Because they stretched it out. Yep.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Almost looks like a saddle in a way.
Yeah. But it's just so neat how, it's got that optic design, but you can see how nice and smooth it is here. It's like, what a great way to make a dish. So this is, well, let's see. We'll do the lower end, which is about 4.5 inches. A sea creature. So at the lower end here, it's about 4.5 inches. But at the top here, it's about 5.5 inches. So you pick up about an inch going from the flat end up to the top. I know, I keep telling people you can't miss my sale. You just never know what you're going to find.
You just never know what's going to come out of the box.
If nobody picks it up, then maybe Patsy will watch it on the replay and I can hook her up. Hello, Georgia. Nice to see you. But it is a beautiful purple color, like that grape Jolly Rancher color.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, the amethyst or purple glass, I guess, is harder to find. I mean, I see all the colors all the time, but it doesn't seem to be hard. I don't know. In certain parts of the country, I guess it is harder to find. It's like cobalt. It's highly sought after.
Mm-hmm. It is. All right, but we'll pass on that. We'll pass on this one.
All right. This is going to be a candle holder or candle kind of day. I love these. I thought they were the cutest little thing when I walked past them. And then I picked them up, and they are a salt and pepper shaker set.
Oh,
They
cool.
have this at right at the top on the flames. So I'd like to start this at $18. It is a good size tall for, it's about 6 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. And then the base is about 3 inches across, excuse me. This is like a metal here. And then I believe this is a plastic. And I believe this is metal because it's cool to the touch. And then these are plastic. So they have the little shaker holes at the top. And they, again, the look of the melted wax is so clever to me.
Yep.
And I believe, I haven't tried to take these apart to see where you put the stuff in them. At least that's what I thought they were. If they're not, I've totally lied to you. Oh, yes, look. It comes off like this.
Oh, cute.
And then you gotta do it nice and gentle back in there. So yeah, that's how you fill them up. And but I mean okay. You could even do like, I would think like the sugared the colored sugars. I don't know if they would fit through there or not. Like the red and green sprinkled, the color sugars.
Oh, yeah.
For really cute, and then they'd be filled up with the make a color inside there.
Yep.
And the bottom says patent pending, made in the USA. So I don't see, other than that little number there, the 728, I don't see a company on them, but it is made in the USA. I mean, a doll table, a little tea table for kids. Bring my focus back, sorry. I think they even go like a little gothic kind of style for Halloween. I think they were, I just couldn't pass them up.
Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You could do a little display with a teddy bear or a doll or stuff like, like all sit in a vignette with these on a shelf too. I wouldn't be sad if these stay at my house because they're stinking cute.
And hi, Patsy. I just saw your note. And yes, watching the Huskies beat the Ducks is definitely a good thing. And I've got you for the purple. So thank you.
There you go.
And
Yeah,
thanks for the score, or thanks for the update that the Huskies beat the Ducks. So that's awesome.
definitely would be a conversation piece. I don't see any markings on the bottom of this either. This is a plastic, the whole thing.
Yeah, that would not only be great at, Halloween and Christmas, but yeah, you could use that throughout the year. So clever.
Super clever. I was like, that's cool. So, all right, that's my item. Make my notes here. Don't forget later.
And
oh yeah,
yes, my mom has a friend who she's a duck. Her her everything is a duck. She's from Eugene. She is a lifelong duck. Her her license plate on her car says I'm a duck. She's got Oregon stuff everywhere. So yeah, my mom's going to text her. But I'm sure she was watching the game. I don't think she misses one. But yeah, I don't lately it seems like the Ducks have been beating the Huskies, so it's very nice when we get to win one.
right.
Okay, so I am going to do, these are going to start at $20 for choice. And I have, yes, and sorry for all the Oregon fans out there. So I have two silhouettes. Now, these are reverse painted on the inside of the glass. And, you find the courting couples and, the beautiful Victorian ladies a lot of times with these silhouettes. But this was such an interesting combination. So there is like a musical, like maybe a jester,
Oh yeah.
but she's really unique, or they, very unique with the costuming.
Reminds me of those clown from the 80s, but that's way, way before that.
And this is on a is that the concave? Now I'm getting them mixed up.
Convex.
The convex.
Concave goes in like a cave.
Okay, so this is the convex because it does pop out, and this is reverse painted on the glass.
That French clown, there it is.
Yes. And it's got little cardboard on the back, and this is metal on the outside of the frame here. That's around it. That's metal. The other one that you get to choose from is a ballerina. And I love the silhouettes, but I just don't see, these kinds of images a lot on the silhouettes. And I thought that they were extremely unique.
Yeah.
Let's see, they measure 5 inches by 4 inches. And they do have hangers on the back. And these, again, are all metal.
Oh.
The frames. So she's got like a little lamp, little sconce lamp right there. The little stairs that she is dancing down. $20, and you get to choose between the two of them. But I know the silhouettes are very, very popular, and I thought these ones were just really unique and different and done really well. And they are still in just beautiful condition. No paint loss on them at all. So I'll do one more time with this one. And we'll take a look at the ballerina one more time.
I like the lantern on that one. It's nice details.
Yeah, because when you're by the seashore.
Well, it reminds me of like a walkway down,
Yes.
they have those fancy lanterns or lampshades or street shades all the way down.
All right, so think about those. They're very unique. And again, maybe there's someone that you know who likes silhouettes, who would love to have something a little different and unique as a Christmas gift. And we'll pass and go back to Becky.
Okay, like I said, this is turning into the candle thing. So this is a little bit complicated. What I'm going to show you is it's a lamp, or excuse me, a candlestick holder and the shade, and there's a metal piece that connects it. So I'm going to put it all together. The candle is not included in it. This will be a $26 start. So it makes it as tall as the candle you put in it.
Ooh.
is what it
Okay.
does. Now, this was made for the HOACGA. So that is the Association for Carnival Glass. HOA is something of America. I don't remember the whole acronym, but this came from the estate sale of the president of the Carnival Glass Association from his estate. And what he had was like a whole bunch of the items that they had for sale at their different conventions. So this one was from 1981, and it's got the good luck. So it's the ruby with the carnival finish on it.
Wow.
And it's got the grapes with the leaves. And if I go and look, I believe Moss poured it for them, but I do not see a mark on it. So that would be a guess at this point. But you get the candlestick, the metal piece that sits over the top of whatever size taper you use, and then that's where the shade rests. Let's not put my finger in it, like so. So if you're not so interested in the Carnival Association, you just turn that to the back and you see the grape and leaf pattern on the shade. So this is with about an 8-inch candlestick in it, and then it makes it about 15 inches tall. So, and I have no idea what it would look like lit up. Other than I have a little votive. You could kind of see what colorway it would look like lit up. I think it's just all gonna reflect more than anything else. Yeah, it's got so much reflection with that carnival finish on it, you're not even gonna see the light behind it. But I thought it was really different.
That is different. And boy, you don't see that red with the carnival.
Mm-hmm. So
That
yeah,
is
the
so
size candle I put in was 8 inches to make it that tall. It's a whole operation to get it all put together. So I would think even a little bit shorter taper, 4 to 6 inches, might look. I thought this one would be too short, but now I'm like, it looks a little bit out of place being that tall up there. But that is how it was designed. And so you'd get if you did a shorter one, it'd be kind of like that. Somewhere in there. That's about 4 inches, 6 inches. So that's my offer.
Yeah, that is so pretty. I mean, that's like, look at the colors on this one, guys, because you're not going to see that carnival combination very often.
And it does glow under the black light right there. It does that cadmium orange around the edges on the shade. I'm going to put this part down. I don't know. I'm not seeing it as much on the base. Oh yeah, in between the grapes and stuff. So if you had a black light display, it would have some glow to it as well.
Pretty.
So, there we go.
That is really neat.
Okay.
Great thing. So they did that every year then.
Yeah, he would they would have different things made for their club. So they had some mugs, they had these candle holders, they had some toothpicks. What else they have? Like a little mini bowl or a spittoon size one. Those were the things that we saw at the estate sale that were left over from what they sold at their conventions.
Wow.
Yeah.
His house must have been spectacular.
Oh, he had these awesome built-in glass cases that had everything displayed in the dining room, like the entire wall like this was all built-in glass cases with lighting and glass shelves. It was beautiful.
It's like walking into a museum.
Mm-hmm. I think his family took some of his collection, so there wasn't so much left at the estate sale other than like the convention stuff, but still beautiful items.
Oh, I forgot that this is going to be a choice. So I have two Noritake groupings. They are the same pattern, but I have a big bowl, and then I have I guess it would be like a mayonnaise bowl because it comes with the fancy mayonnaise spoon.
I'm
So
gonna go
yes.
grab my new black light and I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. Joe was here. So here is the bowl. This one has the red Noritake mark. And then this is the 3-piece set. So $20 choice for the bowl or for the 3-piece set. So it's the same pattern. So I'm going to show the bowl here. And I'll start with the center flowers. And then you can see it does have the peach luster. And then it has these beautiful flowers on the outside. And oh, Frodo's enjoying listening. That's nice. And then it does have the mark on the bottom. Hand painted, made in Japan. And this bowl is 2.5 inches tall. And it's about 7 inches across. So that is available for $20. And then I have same pattern is the mayonnaise set. So you're going to get the peach luster plate. This is an underplate. Faye, where are you going? Faye, hey. She's walking through everything, as cats do. And then there is the mayonnaise bowl, which you can see it does have the same design on it. It is a footed bowl. And then you get the matching spoon, which does have the Noritake mark on the back. So the spoon, the bowl, and the plate. That is a $20 set. And then the matching large bowl, that is also $20. And these are hand painted Japan. So they are gorgeous.
The dainty little floral on the edge of that.
Yeah, it is amazing. That's a lot of work that somebody put into there.
Reminds me of a micro mosaic almost. Such little bitty petals.
And these marks, these are Art Deco pieces. They're getting to be around the 90-year-old mark. And these are in really beautiful condition. So $20 for the bowl or $20 for the 3-piece set. And finding a spoon that is also marked Noritake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that spoon alone is worth a lot.
Matching spoons are amazing.
Yeah. So there is that set. There we go. And yes, the Morimura brothers with the M in the middle of the Noritake. Yep. All right. So we're passing on those.
Okay.
And back to
And
Becky.
I'm just gonna try and show you my new black light.
Ooh, that's
How
nice.
it doesn't blow stuff out. It makes a wider thing so you can see the whole rim light up under that black light.
Wow.
And yeah. So, and I remembered the acronym. It's Heart of America Carnival Glass Association. So that was just a fun thing with that. So as I was turning this on to double check that, he glows green. Do you see that?
I see it a bit in his head.
So it's a little bluebird, but he glows to a green color. I took out my other LED light. You can see that he changes. So, I mean, if you have a black light cabinet you like, this guy would go well in there. It's got a ground spot right here. He's starting at $12. He's just a little one, but he's got a ground spot for where he sits. But here's where his pontal was that's been ground smooth. His beak is in good condition. Nice blue hand manipulated art glass. I have not seen any sort of a mark or a signature on it. It's definitely not the Bluebird of Happiness. I don't think it's Viking, or it could be like one of those other mid-mod kind of style glass companies that did some of the freehand animals, but I have no idea who made him. But I know it's harder. And he looks like it's just lighting up, but it goes into the green, like right here where my finger is. You can kind of see the green there.
Yep, I can see it a bit. Hi, Patty.
So, and he is just a little guy, 3 inches from tail to his beak, not even an inch and a half wide, and just under 2 inches tall. Just a little guy. That's my offering. I'm gonna turn.
Yeah, that is a really cool one. It's so nicely made. Oh, we've got Sabrina in.
Let's see, does that change any? If I turn my light back on, it just looks like you've lit him up is what it does.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right.
All right.
I just flashed myself in the eyes.
Becky's
down.
Going twice. Yeah, don't blind yourself with the flashlight. And sold to Sabrina.
Thank you, Sabrina. Okay. Perfect. Sabrina says.
Okay, I have a very cool old brooch. It is going to start at $18. This is a kind of fragile little thing. And I'm surprised it's still in as good a condition as it is, because to me, it feels like it's made out of celluloid. Oh. And it is a very intricate flower design with leaves that have if this, I don't know. It's like part of me wants to say shell, part of me
That's
wants
what
to
I
say
was guessing
celluloid.
first.
It really feels like celluloid. It looks a little more like a shell there, but it has that almost brittle feel of celluloid.
Yeah, those middle florals look a lot like those itty bitty shells. It's nice detail on that.
Well, that's a good point. That does look like little shells, doesn't it? But
Mm-hmm.
it has that same feel like a celluloid does. Okay, you have me convinced now that it's a shell or something. I don't know. Let's take a look at this thing. But it's delicate. But it's like it's hard, but it's delicate because you don't want to be rough with it because it's like brittle but hard. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Because my mom had a whole bunch of those from Hawaii when she lived there when she was younger. And that's what it looks like, those little itty bitty tiny shells. I think my grandma used to do it, and then mom had them later. The ones on the outside are almost like the things from inside a starfish. I don't know, or some sort of other, I don't know. There's something in my head that I've seen them before. But as we all know, it's too tired to bring it all up.
So here is the back.
So that's like the stem you're holding?
Yes. Here, I'll
Cool.
hold it. I'll hold it right like this so you can see. Now I'm going to second guess. I don't know what that's made out of.
Right. Do you have a lot of shell art there being on the coast?
No.
Okay. You have more than I do.
I mean, well, okay. Here's the thing. The shell art that I have seen says
Mm-hmm.
made in the Philippines.
Oh, okay. Somebody's saying carved Nancy, mother of pearl?
I don't think so. So it's about 3 inches long by about 2.5 inches across.
Laura says maybe gills from a bigger fish on those outside pieces.
Here, I'll show the back.
Yeah, it's something I've seen before, but Mom, are you still awake?
Ah, she is.
What is
It
that?
looks like the shell jewelry my mom
Mm-hmm.
used to make in Hawaii in the 1950s. Thank you.
Yeah. We need to figure out what those bigger pieces are, Ma, on the outside. Well, it's not the sand dollar ones because those look like little birds. It's neat. Neat detail. And you have Lisa Day in at 18.
Yes. So, Lisa, now you know that this looks like something from Hawaii from the 1950s.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like bone or like a cartilage or something from another sea creature, but
Mhm.
I just can't place it.
And then this teeny tiny one down here is
Mm-hmm.
so pretty. Hi, Margot. And so I'll go ahead and count this down for Lisa. And I do have a box that this came in. So I'm gonna pack it nicely, but no, it's gonna come in a box and then stuff to help protect it. Oh, she doesn't remember what the pieces are, but definitely not sand dollars.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Those are birds.
Going once. going twice.
They
And
used to, sorry,
to Lisa.
Mom's ones, they dyed them different colors. So she had pinks and blues and greens. So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Thank you, Lisa.
All right. I'm going to bring another little Santa guy. Blue.
Ooh. Look at those blue eyes.
And he doesn't have a mustache. It's just kind of on each side. But he's like a little napkin holder or a letter holder. I'd like to start him at $16. He has his left-hand sticker made in Japan.
Oh, nice.
6111. I would assume that is the shape number. His cold paint is all in really good condition. None of the red is coming off. He's got those cute little green gloves and his boots. And then there's some accents on the tree behind him. It is 2.5 inches deep, 4.5 inches tall, and just about 3 inches wide. I mean, obviously you can use him for holding things, but I thought he'd be great next to a house or a chimney or in a little sleigh. I mean, those eyes are just, that's what drew me to him, Mr. Blue-Eyed Santa. His mustache, though, I mean, goodness sakes. But
Mustaches are overrated.
I know, he's
The
missing
ones
a little bit.
that
You know, they just get in the way and are messy. So
That's right.
and it has just the detail of the tree with no added accents on the back. And it is the bisque, a little bit half to the bottom. Some half of it's shiny and half of it is that bisque where it sat when it was fired. And yeah, he's hollow, so it's quite light.
Well, and
It's
that's
okay.
so neat that he's a left-in piece.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's been fun traveling this time of year because a lot of people just started putting out their Christmas stuff. So we have been able to see quite a bit of Christmas that normally would be picked over because we're going through just about the time people are changing things up in their booths.
True.
So, he's only half a Santa. So, but he's a cutie. Right? Like Sam Elliott's mustache. Definitely. So I would think he'd be super cute. With even a card holder, like if you got Christmas cards, you can put them in there.
Yep.
If you like to display them. Well, that's my offering.
Okay. So next up, I don't see these very often. And see if I can grab it here. So here we go. So who needs a fancy straw holder? This is by, let's see, there we go. Tablecraft. Is that going to show up? Barely. So this is by Tablecraft. This is a great, thick, really thick piece of glass. It is in really nice condition. And then we've got the metal. And that goes right inside there. And you can fill it with straws.
I was thinking peppermint sticks might be kind of fun.
Ooh, peppermint sticks would be nice. And then you just lift this up and it brings it right up there, and you can just grab one. And then this fits not touching the edge, but really close to the edge. So it's going to prevent most things from falling through. So even
Yeah.
if you wanted to put like wrapped candies in here,
Oh yeah.
you know, you could, and then just, you know, it'll bring them up, and then you can just grab one and put it back down. But yeah, I mean, this would be great for every holiday. And it's got a, you know, if you wanted to put a label on it, it's got this little section right here that is raised, so you can put a label right there if you wanted to, if you had different things.
And if you got the ones that would peel off easy, you can change it seasonally to go with different holidays and different events again too.
Right. You know, you can, you know, dress it up for, you know, Halloween, then change it out for your Christmas candy.
Mm-hmm. Oh
This
yeah, Mom's gonna put marbles in it.
It's about 11 inches tall, right up to the top. But yeah, really easy to grab whatever you've got in there. Super easy to do that. And it is just a beautiful piece of glass. And a great way to display. It's always nice to have vertical displays that take up a little less room than horizontal displays. So $20 for this beauty.
Yeah, all the paws in the chat.
And then with just the really nice glass. That is really cool to find. Okay. And breadsticks, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that would be fun.
Pretzel rods.
You know, just for, you know, the evening's dinner, and then you can grab your breadsticks out of there.
So fancy.
Especially the thin ones that look like straws.
Mm-hmm. Pink straws, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
And yes, for all of you paying attention, this is Faye sitting back here, right there. That is Faye.
Okay. I have
Ooh, nice.
daisies on custard fairy lamp. I'm going to show off the new, let's see how we can, it's still.
Oh, that's pretty good though. That is pretty good.
It doesn't blow it out as much.
That's
kind of
nice.
spreads it out a little bit. Yeah, so it is definitely.
Now, what if you put it down the top? Now, well, try putting it, oh, all the way. Oh, yeah. That does blow it out a little bit.
Yeah. Even behind it a little bit.
Yeah.
Still it brings it. You can still see it pretty well. So
that's a nice light.
We tried it out on our live in Alabama. We're like, oh, I think this will work. So this is painted by C. McKay. It has the daisies with the frit. All the white is that frit that's been applied out before it was fired again. And it has daisies on both sides of the shade.
This is that start price going to be?
Sorry. In my head, I said it already. $35. Has that. This is like their real standard base. Seen it a few times here before. That cross hatching on the bottom and the little scalloped edge.
Good night, Thomas.
Good night. One itty bitty, and the only reason why you can see it is because it is satin custard, and there's just a tiny chip on this right here. And the only reason I saw it is because the chip is shiny versus a satin finish.
Oh.
Right there. but you can't see it when it's sitting on the shelf. And it has the big, well, I don't know if that'll catch. It has the big Fenton oval on the bottom of it. Right underneath my light, I can see it, but let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, it's not going to cooperate, is it? It's right there in the middle. I can feel it. I can see it, but it is not going to show up. It is that standard size fairy light. So it's 5 inches tall and about 3.25 across. And it should be like the early 80s, I believe, from the big oval logo, give or take. And it's just the smooth, so there's no pattern on the shade. They've painted both the daisies and then added the frit. So none of that is a pattern in the glass. It's just been added to that nice smooth surface of the shade. And yeah, I don't know if you can tell that that's satin or not on the screen. Otherwise, it would get a reflection if it were this shiny finish. So.
Yeah, that's a pretty pattern.
That's my choice.
Wow, and that's nice. That has a beautiful glow to it. And I like that new light that you have.
Thank you.
Yeah, that shows it off better.
There's just that warm glow tea light inside.
Nice.
That's kind of the yellow look. Yeah, it kind of goes to, this is flicker, so it looks like, and it's a yellowy flame, so it looks like an orangey yellow color to me on my side, where it's lighting it up and flickering. So, woo! I'm gonna make myself jump.
Well,
I can tell I'm tired when I jump.
It doesn't quite look like the, it looks more like the non-glowing finish than the glowing finish. You know, that more oatmeal. It's
oh, it looks more ivory. Yeah. Or the cameo.
Cameo, that's it. It looks more cameo. And I think it's just because of the colors of the daisies and the
painted on it,
foliage on it. Yeah, that it looks more like that you don't expect it to have that that green glow to it.
Yeah, it's definitely custard. So it is a very pale yellow. Yeah.
Wow, that is nice. I like that design. I don't think I've seen that one before. That's very pretty.
I've seen it. It's a little bit different. Sometimes they do like the little pink flowers on the cameo and on this custard. So, back to you.
So yeah, think about that one, guys. Who needs a glowing uranium fairy lamp in your life that that you can buy that for them for a Christmas gift, or someone who's never seen the uranium glow? Get that for them. Get a little flashlight, and then have them have a mind-blowing experience with seeing the glow for the first time. People don't expect that.
No.
Okay, well, I didn't bring too many Christmas items, but I did bring a girly candle grouping.
Oh, I saw a big snowman one this weekend. What? It was almost like 8 inches tall with his hat was really, really tall.
Ah.
Like half his body.
The girly candles I have here, they're about 5.5. about 5.5 inches tall. And hi, Christine. So these are going to start at $20. So these aren't the smaller, like 3-inch candles, which if you look at my little display back here, if you find the short on my display, you'll see that I have the little 3.5-inch or 3-inch candles. These ones are bigger. So you're going to get the boy carol singer, the girl carol singer, and the angel. And these are the tall ones. So they are very tall. This one has the girly cardboard on the bottom. That one was 29 cents originally. And she is in beautiful condition, still with all her glitter on her wings. She does not have a wick. I think that was where her wick was. So her wick is gone. But yeah, she is in awesome condition. Then we have the choir girl. She's got her book. She does have her wick.
Those are in really good shape.
Yeah. And she does have her cardboard. Oops. That is bent over a little bit, but that is the girly. And then we have the boy. And there is his bottom. So, yep, all 3 girly candles. And these are the larger size. They are $20 for the set.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these are they're getting harder to find in good condition. Someone who had these took very, very good care of them. And good night, Jan.
Good night.
All right, so we're going to pass on those.
Okay.
And we're back to Becky.
Oh, Patsy's looks like she's in. Is it just lagging, or am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah, we'll just double check, just because I just want to make sure, because Patsy put just 20 on the end. I just want to make sure that you are in for those. So I'll keep an eye on the chat and just to confirm.
Okay. I'm going to offer these 2 gnome ornaments. Someone was creative with pine cones and made these little guys, so there'll be a choice. And I think I'm just going to start them at $3, honestly. So we have, this one has like an off-white beard and a wooden nose with a red felt, and the jute for the hanger. It has a smaller, these are just like the pine cones that are the tree next to me, and I don't know what kind of pine it is, honestly, but they're like long, and they're like a really lightweight cone. His beard is a little bit more looking orange on the camera to me, but kind of in that family. the wooden nose with the white felt hat and the jute as well. It has a little pom-pom. They both do on the top of their hats. So I love gnomes. I think they are so cute. And if they don't go anywhere, they're going to be hanging on something around here. So, yep, Patsy's telling you yes.
All right.
There must be a crazy lag because that just popped up. I just looked down and it popped up. Maybe it's I was going to say Friday night. It's not Friday night. It's Saturday night lag. It's a really bad lag if it's from Friday night.
Wow.
So
we had no idea the lag was that bad.
Right? This one is 5.5 from the top to the bottom of his pine cone. And this guy is just under 5 inches. They're actually not much different in height.
And thank you, Patsy.
The bottom, and that's what they are. I'm going to get into the next box over here. I have no idea what number we're on in terms of where we're at tonight.
Oh,
but
I think we're just about halfway.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and get into the next box just because.
You should be able to make a big dent in that next box.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, so next up, I have a set of 3 really cool vintage hat pins. And I'm going to do them for choice. They're going to be $12 choice on these. And so the first one I have, now this is a really long hat pin. And it does come with one of these little guards on it. So you won't hurt yourself on it.
I would hurt myself no matter what.
This is just over 10 inches. So it's about 10.25 inches. So this is the first one that's available for $12. And it's got this beautiful these little floral balls on them. And then it's got a little pink bead in there. Really cool design. There's the top. This does feel cold. Little coldness to it. And so
glass bead then?
Well, the pattern on this reminds me of cinnabar.
Oh.
You know, like a lot of cinnabar will have kind of intricate carvings like this on it.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it just kind of reminded me of that.
So maybe stone versus glass.
Right. And from the top, it it might have been drilled through like a stone piece. So it could be.
Steph when you need her?
It could be. So, but this is about 10.25 inches tall. So that's the first one. The second one, let's see how tall this one is. Okay, this is about 11.25 inches tall. This does have a glass top to it, and it is a black and white with the little twist. And then this one is super long. It also has a little guard on it, and that just pops right off. And then it just goes right back on.
That's kind of nice to have those.
And then that has a little rhinestone on top. There's that one. And then the last one, which does have a guard, but it doesn't stay on as well. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll try swapping them around. This one's a little shorter. So it's just about 5¼ inches tall, but you do get this really nice glass bead and then this pearl bead. And I'll spin that around so you can see all the sides of the colors. And so your choice, $12 for the hat pins.
Those are fun just to have as a display.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these ones being super long. I mean, these two are great. And then this one's got just the beautiful purple to white glass bead on it. That is so cool. So $12 choice on those.
Okay.
And we'll pass and we will go to Becky.
I have the other grouping of the extra large Christmas cards. This has 4 pieces in it for that same $10 start, please. So these are all, I would, about 12 inches. 11 inches to...
Uh-oh, what was your start?
Well, $10.
Saying other numbers and I got confused.
That's okay. $10 start. So this one is Hallmark. It's got the kitten and the puppy, and it says "Squeeze Me." I haven't. Oh yeah, a little squeaker.
Ooh.
Are still inside there. So like a baby's first Christmas, and then there's the puppy on the outside. So even if you displayed it this way, then you're not going to see all the writing and the signature. And it is a Hallmark one. And then 3 Santas. He is flocked. All of his red is flocked. And it's like a real picture of the candy cane and the lace for the details on it.
Nice.
And I don't see who, let's see, who made him? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, Hallmark. He's got a little pom-pom on his hat. And he does that display, like the A-frame display as well. And has a full graphic on the back side. Somebody did write Stephen on the front there for hello. And then the whole little signature on the inside. Another Santa, and he has like the old-fashioned looking toy bag or stocking. And he is flocked also. Everywhere that he is red is the flocked.
Nice.
Look at the little stripy pajamas. They're so adorable. With the footies. Look at the little footies. Oh my goodness. And it is the same picture on the back, but it says "To a fine young man" on that side and "Just Merry Christmas" on this side. Yeah. Great. I love the graphics on these ones. They're just beautiful. I'm not seeing who made this one, but it has the A-frame stand-up as well. This one is really tall. Oops. There went the other one on the floor. 13 inches on this one. And, oh, there it is. Hallmark right there between his boots. And the last one in the lot is just the big Santa face. He's got a jingle bell attached right there. And it is the Norcross. It has the same graphic on the front and the back. The only difference is that bell that's attached right there. Well, he is 13. One 13 tall, 12 tall, and 9.5 wide. But you could probably stand that up as an A-frame as well. Or, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could split it down the middle. You could have two different ones, like in a window or on a shelf display as well.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Look at how blue his eyes are, too. Man, who knew Santa had such blue eyes?
Very deep blue eyes.
Okay. So the 3 Santa cards is
Ooh.
the oversized lot, and then the kitten and puppy squeaker card. All 4 of them for 1 money. And yes, that one is a smidge taller.
While you were squeaking those toys, the cats, no reaction.
Really? That's funny.
Meanwhile, dogs across America are trying to figure out where that squeaker toy is.
Funny. So that's my offering for the group of those oversized cards.
That is a really cool lot.
Yeah, they do remind me a lot of the like the hang-ups for bulletin boards, these big ones. So.
Well, it's almost like life size. You could almost make a mask out of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's bigger than my face. We both have blue eyes, so.
Well, with the beard, I mean, you have to consider if you had a full beard.
I'll get my beard out next time. We'll stack me up against Santa Claus. Thank you. Oh my goodness, fingers are so dry.
Okay, next up, I have a $12 start, and I have a bracelet. Now, this is made out of, I don't know, probably brass. And on the outside here, it is filled with these abalone discs. And it does have a really neat wave pattern to this bracelet. So I'll turn it around so you can see all the different sized discs that are attached here. That beautiful abalone. So you can see that it does kind of come up and go down. So it's got this really cool wave to it. And it just slips right over your wrist. And then you can see that really neat wave pattern.
The abalone gives it a lot of depth.
Yeah, and it just is like constantly changing color as the light hits it.
Yep.
So it's a really neat effect. And I mean, it naturally goes from like a yellowish to a silver to the pinks and purples. And so it kind of goes with just about everything that you could have. And it's a nice size. So you can see I do have very small wrists. I want to put the disclaimer out there. So there's still lots of room here for flexibility of sizes with the abalone there, with the metal. And let's see, it looks like right here is where the seam is, where it was soldered together.
That's different.
But yeah, I really liked the wave shape, and I loved all the colors. And as we've been learning from watching Steph, which I did not know, and I was very thankful to have learned from Steph and from others in the chat that you can't harvest this anymore. You can't get new abalone. So what is out there is kind of all that is out there. So enjoy the pieces that are already made if you do enjoy that. And then, if there are, already existing raw materials, then you can make new stuff out of them.
Yeah.
But there's no more harvesting now of that. And hi, Linda. You're up late, Linda. It's nice to see you. But thank you for your offer. I'm so glad you liked this. I thought it was beautiful and
It's
really
really neat.
nicely made. And I am going to count that down for Linda.
Reminds me of bubbles too.
Yeah. Like coming up out of the ocean with the little bubbles. Going once. Oh, Linda just got up. Going twice. And sold to Linda. Thank you. All right. So we can go back to Becky.
Okay. I found these guys in my Christmas tub. They are very, oh, I love them. Very 50s-esque, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Little snowman. He's the salt. She's the pepper. This is where the shaker holes are. I had these at my booth starting at $14. I can start them at $12 for you all. Kind of has blah, blah, blah. The letters are almost a teal or a really dark forest green color.
Cool.
So I think it's kind of coming across there.
Yes. Yes. Now that you say that, it's like, yeah, you can.
Yeah. They're not the same color as their mittens. Yeah. They each have a scarf on. Yep, you can see my tag. That's what it was. That's what I had them out for my booth at 14. And she's got a bow. And what was I going to say? Oh, they do not have stoppers. And there's no marking on the bottom of it. Oh, wait. I am mistaken. It says by Dorothy. These were a hobby piece.
Oh,
You
cool.
pick that up right up here.
Wow.
Right above my finger there. It says Dorothy. So Dorothy.
Very cool.
Yep, on both of them. There's the other one, the Dorothy.
Well, Dorothy did a great job on
Yes,
those.
she did. They look very, very mid-mod.
Yeah, they do.
And they're a little bit bigger. The pepper, she is 3.5. Ooh, yeah, 3.5 inches tall, and the salt, he is just about 4 inches tall. So there's just about a 1/2 inch difference in their height. And her nose, nope, her nose is black. I thought it might have been that green color for a minute, but she just used that on the S and the P. So I thought those were kind of fun. Have to find, I think they do replacement corks at like Hobby Lobby, because those would be
I've
really
heard
fun to use.
Michaels and Hobby Lobby and Amazon, and yeah, that.
Yeah.
Have I ever shopped for them? No.
No, neither have I. Because I forget to take them with me or measure it ahead of time, but you know. About 2.25 inches
I would
across.
ever actually use them for my salt and pepper, though.
Well, you know.
I know that just seems so.
I think I would just display them.
I just use the store containers. Ones that I buy them in at the store. I'm just not fancy that way.
I do have one salt shaker, and it's just clear with the silver cap on it. Because it's still easier than shaking it out of that giant cylinder. So that's my offering.
I don't know. I get mine at Costco, and it's in a big container, and I just use it anyway. I just figured the cute ones are just to be cute.
Yeah, that's why I have a plain utilitarian one. It's a clear with a plain old silver lid on it. So And I only found one, so I figured, hey, it's perfect because I don't use pepper. I just use
There you
salt. So I'll just put those in there.
go. That totally works. Well,
Yep.
if Steph is watching, Steph, you totally inspired me to pick up the next item that I have here. Because if it hadn't been for Steph, I might not have known really what this even was, and I might have just passed it by. But this is going to start at $16. There are 2 of them. And these are, oh, let me do it this
Oh,
way here.
yeah.
They are Hawaiian black coral. These do have little tabs on the back, so you can hang them on the wall. And they are, let's see how tall they are. They're not very tall, so they're really easy to slip in little spots on a gallery wall. About just over 5 inches tall, like maybe 5¼ inches. So we've got this fella here, and he's got a fancy headdress on. Either that or he's got a really cool mohawk. He might have just a little nick on his ear there. And then he's got this beautiful white design for his shirt. On the back, it does say made in Hawaii, beauties with black coral from the deep tropical seas of Hawaiian Islands. And then the beautiful lady, she's got a hibiscus flower in, and she's got beautiful wavy hair. She's got a nice smile on her face. And it looks like she has maybe a lei around her. But these look so great. Let's see, this way. They look so great next to each other. They would be so nice just hung together there. And again, they've got those nice little tabs on the back. But yeah, these are beautifully made. I don't see a signature or anything on them, to say, a particular artist made them. But they are gorgeous, made out of black coral. But we'll pass on them. But yeah, with Steph having that beautiful kind of bust that she had with the man and woman, I just thought those were really special and beautiful. And one thing I wouldn't really have known about them had it not been for Steph. But I saw them and I went, oh, that's black coral. That's so cool.
Right? Okay. I have 3 of these available. I believe that they are like a girly look-alike because they say made in China. So I would do $3 each. You can have 1, 2, or 3. And they have all their nice coloring to them. That's why I also believe they're not, besides the fact that they say made in China, I don't think they're as old.
And what did you say the start price was? Sorry?
$3.
$3.
Yep. It's a little Santa's holding like a broom. That's the handle down there. I thought it was a shovel at first when I looked at it, but I'm pretty sure it's a broom. Because it's like holding the bristles in up there. have mittens and buttons and their faces. They're red on the hats. They do have the bottom that says warning, you know, never leave a candle unattended. They're all in similar condition. The wicks are just like a little bit different bent, so if they've been bumped over time, that's where, like, this one has a little less red on the top of it, but still in good condition. And they are, let's see, just 2 3/4 inches tall and about an inch across, but the broom sticks out a little bit on the one side. So they're just little guys.
Cute.
So I have 3 available. They're all, I mean, they're, in my opinion, they're basically the same. Well, look, he's missing a button. He has less buttons, but he missed the button, the 3rd button line, apparently. But, yep. I'm just trying to, oh yeah, look, he's got more lines on his broom. But, you know, they're all meant to look the same. So
that person just had an overzealous painter.
has some extra paint left on their brush. They're like, you get 4 lines on your broom, Mr. Snowman.
And we've got Patsy in for 3.
Okay. He looks a little bit more like, he's a little more startled. So there's our 2-button guy. And he has a little mark on the backside, but I think it's just where he was rubbed up next to another candle.
He's like, holy cow, November just started and it's already snowing.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like everybody else. Well, usually, I mean, we usually get our first snow right around Halloween. So it held off for about a week this year.
Oh, wow.
So.
That's surprising that you guys get it so early.
Yeah, that or earlier.
Ooh.
So sometimes Halloween's like 80 degrees. Sometimes it's, you know, 20. You just never know. So
that is quite a difference.
Yep. All right, we can count these down and she can have 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, Margot's got snow. Going once and going twice. And sold to Patsy.
Okay, how many would you like, Miss Patsy? And I suppose if you want one in particular, we have, this is 2 buttons. This is 4 lines and he's the surprised one. So $3. Got it. I'll watch for that in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Patsy.
Oops. Okay, I have got a crocheted Afghan.
I got it, Patsy. Thank you.
And it is going to start at $18. And it is 54 by 44 inches. And it is a beautiful combination of white to pink. I think it has, well, it has at least 3 different colors in here. I think it has white and then pink and then a variated. I think what it is. It's kind of like a medium thickness because it does have, you know, some of the open holes in it. But it is thick. There is a thickness to it. So that is nice. Let's see, which end is this? It's that end and this end. Okay, so this is the short end. So this is the 44-inch end. And then I'm going to hold it up here. There. And I'll grab some more. There we go. And that was 54. So a really pretty white and pink and then variated. Let's see. It is wide enough, maybe wide enough for two people if they're sitting close together. Or you could turn it on the wide end. Then it would definitely be enough for two people. And it still is long enough. If I'm sitting down, I'm getting covered from here all the way down to my legs. So getting lots of coverage. If you had a twin bed, it's something that would probably fit on top. Might not hang down on the sides too much, maybe just a little bit, but it would, fit on a twin bed.
Oops.
If you needed just a little extra something.
It's very pink.
It is very pink. For the pink fans out there. But 54 by 44 inches. There, give that a little fold. Okay. There. Now I can keep an eye on it so the cats don't take it over.
Right.
Because if I leave anything out like that for too long, the cats are like, mine? I can have that?
Oh, thanks. We needed another one.
They usually get the fleece ones that are, that you can pick up, especially after Christmas and stuff. You can get them for cheap. And I can leave them, kind of around on the other furniture for them to lay on and enjoy. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna have them sit on the fancy ones. They would like it, but they get my bedspread. They can take over.
Right.
So.
This is a $6 start.
Hey, hi, Jan.
Hello. How are you doing tonight? It's tomorrow over there in that time zone.
It is.
So I believe it's glass because it's cold to the touch. And when I had clinked it together with some other glass, it's got an iridized carnival finish with kind of that sunflower or daisy kind of pattern pressed into the front. And then it's smooth on the back. It has just a real simple chain on it. It is a 26 inches, so 13-inch drop. But it's a really pretty finish to it. So it's a clear piece, and then just a real simple bail right here that attaches to the chain.
Boy, it sure picks up all the colors. That is so pretty.
Yeah. So it is reflecting a little bit off the screen, but it has definitely got that carnival kind of finish look to it. And the pendant itself is a smidge over an inch across. It's just a little bit wider than an inch. So it's a nice piece of, it would pick up almost any color you put behind it. So there's blue.
Mm-hmm.
And here would be like red. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the finish with that. So And it's just smooth on this side. So it almost looks like a, well, it's just reflecting everything to me on that side.
Yeah.
Like a prism is what it reminds me of a little bit.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah. And it's got the beveled edge on the side. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a very simple chain. I think the value is mostly in the pendant itself. I think it's glass. And the more I hold it, sometimes now that it's warmed up a little bit, now I wonder if it's acrylic, but it wouldn't have been that cold if it were. So
right.
Now I'm like, is it acrylic or is it glass?
But you clanked it on things.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. I clanked it on something. Here we go. Milk glass. This won't hurt anything. I mean,
that sounds like glass.
Yeah. I mean, I'd put it on my teeth, but you know, we're live. I bought it thinking it was a glass pendant, so that's what we're going with.
Yes.
And it could be acrylic, but it's beautiful finish nonetheless. So.
Yep. So we'll count it down for Randy. Going.
All right. And it's all on a tag hanger ready to just give as a gift if you wanted to as well.
And we're sold to Randy.
Thank you. Okay. Just stay together. I needed to cooperate with me.
Hi, Joyce, and welcome.
Thank you, Randy.
Okay, I've got a $15 start on my next item. And it is a chalkware Madonna and Jesus. It does have, I don't know if these are some kind of a flaw or if they were part of the design. So I do want to point that out. They've got these little marks right here. But this is in really nice condition. You know, it does have, you know, a few little bits here and there, but it's chalkware. So it's really hard not to have, you know, a couple of bits here and there. But for the most part, this is in beautiful condition. Nicely colored. And then the back does have a hook for hanging. So it does have that. And then there's the bottom. And this is a nice size piece also. It is about 8.5 inches tall and about 7 inches wide. So 8.5 inches tall, 7 inches wide. And it is just a beautiful piece. Great condition for being chalkware. You know how chalkware, you look at it wrong and it wants to start chipping away. This is
so hard to find that in good condition.
Yeah, this is the only thing. I'm just not sure what happened down in that corner. But it is in really nice condition. So $15 for that one. And yes, I've been keeping that wrapped in tissue and stuff just to make sure I don't do anything to it because it is in such good condition. Okay, so we will go back to Becky.
Okay. I've been looking at the Christmas stuff and I was trying to find something a little different. So I don't know if anything like these have been offered before. I know I haven't seen them very often. They are, so they're wax, but they are fragrance. So my favorite. They say Avon Santa's Helper Pomander. So the fragrance itself is within the wax. So they smell a little bit like like a car air freshener in a way. So there's not a lot of fragrance left in them.
Oh,
There'd be a $5 choice start. So I have the little red guy with his green bow and the green guy with his red bow. They're very similar, just facing different directions. And then it says festive garlands. That must be the name of the scent. Do not, this is not a toy. Keep out of reach of children. Avon products out of New York, exclusively created for Avon from Hong Kong. So they each have their label on the bottom of them. And I know I've seen these over time when different characters or different seasons, but I love these little elf looking, or Santa's helpers as they're calling them. Their little toes in the...
Those are really cute.
And again, they're very similar to the girly in terms of that they get smushed or lit or, whatever. He has one little smush spot on the backside right here, where I think he must have just been squished into a box or something. But their faces are really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not painted per se. Trying to look at it. I don't want to. Their cardboards are really intact. They're attached really well. I think they're different color waxes. Like, because even where that spot is, it's green. Like that's something like a little piece of tissue or something stuck to him. So they're a colored wax versus a clear wax that's been painted.
Okay.
So, and they are about almost 4 inches long, just about 1.5 inches wide, and this guy is about 3 inches tall. So this one is 2.5 inches tall. Because he's laying just a little different. He's a little sleepier, waiting for Santa to
they're
get
just
there.
lightly scented.
Yes. Like enough that I'm like, I don't want to take a deep breath because but they're not a bad scent. I just don't like fragrance. And it's called Festive Garland. So it's a light holiday kind of piney scent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to hold them this close to my nose if they had that much fragrance. Like if it were an Avon perfume bottle and it was open, I would be no. So, but I think they're cute little kids. Oh, look, he's got different color mittens too. Yeah, green mittens.
Oh, yeah.
And red mittens. They're just reversed. So, there we go. That's the choice.
All right. They are really cute.
Oh, yeah. And he's got a little bit more on his hat than I realized as well. But it's all on the back at least. So, no big chunks out of his face, thank goodness.
Okay. So next up is a vase. And this is not your ordinary vase. It is a wood carved vase. It is open. So you could put, you know, dried flowers, silk flowers in here, you know, longer dried grasses. It is
That's a good
about
idea.
9.5 inches tall. So it is nice and tall. And it's got beautiful detailing on it and really nice. It's a great combination of carved and painted designs on the vase. And then there is like oh, what is it? When they burn the wood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pyre something.
The pyrography or something like
Yeah,
that.
there we go. So it does look like there's a bit of that on there also. And then the main part of the design right here, the nice flower. And this is a really light wood. So it's not a heavy, dense wood. It is a really nice light wood. And then there is the bottom. It does have a split right here, but I think it had that split originally because you can see how they painted around it.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was there. And then you can see how it was turned to be shaped originally. So $12 for the vase. Okay, so I don't see any takers. And we'll go back to Becky.
Okay. There's something a little bit different. I believe this is like a sample. It's a metal ruler with the holiday season's greetings graphics on it. I would start this at $9. So we know it's just over 12 inches long because of the graphics on there. And it is a 2 inches wide. It reminds me of the slap bracelets a little bit because it's got that concave, convex look to it. But it says there, so like it's an example of you can put your company name with your address on it, and then that's the order this from this company in Mount Vernon, New York. But I just love the graphics of the reindeer. They look at like the holly or whatever they're using there for their antlers. Nice bright colorway. Not faded at all. It definitely looks like, almost looks like it's coming out his ears right there.
It does.
Uh-huh. Looks like he's got pipe cleaners in his ears. And then this guy here. So I thought it was kind of fun. For somebody who collects Christmas, this is totally different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So,
what a great little display, especially
and
for the height, you know, just having the
yeah.
reindeer coming out the height.
Mm-hmm. And it's metal, and it has it was hanging on a wall when I found it, so it's just got a little hole on it, and they were just hanging it like this. So I mean, even for a little bit of if you had a little spot between a window or a door frame,
Yeah.
it's kind of a fun way to put a little bit of Christmas in. So nice fonts too with the season's greetings.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and it's just plain white on the back side. There's a little bit of a matte, like got a little bit of a texture to it on the back, but it's nice and smooth and shiny on the front side. So nice and easy to ship as well.
Yeah.
So
For sure. All right. Well, we'll count this down for
sounds
Laura.
good.
Going once, going twice, and
Okay.
sold.
Nice. Thank you, Laura.
Okay, well, Becky had mentioned micro mosaics earlier. I happen to have a micro mosaic,
Nice.
and this is going to start at $15, and it is a bracelet.
Huh.
And here it is. So I'm going to get in close
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
so you can see it's alternating designs, and they've done it so it's kind of like a millefiori design, but
When you,
it's done
yeah.
in a micro mosaic style. And great colors for Christmas. Trying to keep my wrist steady here so I can show all of it. So it is like these just little pieces. Nope, this way. Right is left, left is right. And then the clasp, let's see if I can find the clasp on here. Oh, for goodness sake. There. Where did the clasp go?
Like an infinite loop.
You'd think I'd be able to find it. I'm trying to do it this way in finding it, and it blends in so
I
well.
haven't seen it yet, and I think we've gone around at least once.
Yep. So it is right here is the clasp. So it just pops right in there.
It's camouflaged.
Yeah, it really is camouflaged. It blends in so well you can hardly see it. So it just goes right in.
A little hook and eye.
Yeah, and then yeah, when it's done, it just looks like part of it. So really neat design. And so the measurement on this is 8 inches. So it's a nice size, 8 inches on this. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the red and green. So you get 6 of those. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you still get 6 of the blue and white ones.
And Linda's in. I mean, you could repurpose it and turn it into earrings as well if you wanted to.
Oh, you could.
It looks like a wreath though too, with the red and green.
Mm-hmm.
Wreaths and snowflakes.
Yeah, it's just so cool how they made this and how small it is. I mean, there's my fingernail, and
yeah,
it's so tiny, but very well done. And thank you, Linda. So I will count it down. Going once. Oops, I'll show the pretty side too. There we go. Going twice.
Oh man.
And sold to Linda. Thank you. And we will get Becky back up here.
All right. Well, these are a little bit different. I haven't had any gingerbread up tonight. I believe they are again a napkin holder or, card holder or whatever you want them to hold. but they look like little cookies with their frosting and details on them. I would start them at $8. They have a Japan stamp, or the majority of what's left of a Japan stamp. So that gives them their age. And they're about yay big. So that means 4.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches deep, and just a little over 4 inches wide. It is a ceramic. It's that hollow piece again, very similar to how the Santa one was. But they're a little bit taller. I would think you'd be able to do some napkins, you know, just at least for enough for the table.
Oh yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
But
or
it's
if
kind
you
of
wanted to too, you could use the cloth napkins, roll them up, and then just stack them up on top of each other too.
Yep. But I like how detailed they are for looking like the cookies with the icing and the different color buttons. And the back is just a plain, it's a very nice gingerbread kind of color, cookie color.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a little clownish, I guess, in the face if you think about it that way. But they're gingerbread people.
Hey, they're smiling.
Right?
That's a good thing. They're smiling.
She almost looks like she has a tear. Oh, they do both have a tear. Look at that.
Oh. Well, they may be crying, but they're smiling.
Right. They're sad that they're going to be eaten, I guess.
Oh.
With the cinnamon red hots. That's what it reminds me of too.
Well, if they weren't so delicious, we wouldn't be thinking about eating them.
I know. Reminds me of the Shrek movie where he's like, oh, my leg. Right, for the kids' table, it'd be super cute.
Yeah. That would be great.
I'm working my way to, I'm just trying to find, I have a lot of Santas, so I was trying to pull something else out. That was a little bit different.
Okay, well, we are passing on that. Hey, PC, hi there.
Excuse me, sorry. It's been a long day.
Let's see. Okay. So my next piece is going to start at $10. And it is a cup and saucer. It is a Demitasse size cup. It is on the small side. It has a beautiful holly and berry pattern. And this is done, it's done for the Danbury Mint. This is the England one. And it is bone china. And the saucer has a three patterns of the holly and berries. And then the Demitasse cup has 2. So 2 designs. It is in beautiful condition. And this one also is marked for the Danbury Mint. And it is bone china. So, so PC, I'm in my living room.
I was like, you changed it.
Yep. So surprise. I do have another room in my house, and yep. So, well, when I'm in my other room, I'm right by my sliding door, which it's a 40-year-old sliding door, and so the seal isn't 100% on it, and it lets in just enough cold air that sometimes I can get a chill. Tonight, it's like it's already down to 34 degrees. So 34 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know
Yeah,
what that would be Celsius, but
almost freezing.
it's almost freezing. And so I thought, just so I don't get a chill, I'm going to come in the living room where it's warmer.
Well, yeah.
And thank you, Laura. I do see you for 10. This pattern is so pretty.
That's cute.
They
It's
did a
nice.
really nice job of using like a lot of different shades of green to color.
Lots of detail.
Yeah, very pretty. And then the saucer does have the 3, which is a nice touch. And it is bone china. So that is, I mean, coming from England, you'd almost want it to be bone china, right? So I'm going to count this down for Laura. Going once, going twice, and sold to Laura. Thank you. Okay, so according to my records, we've got one more round to go.
Just one?
Just
Wow.
just one, but it's gonna be no, Faye. Don't walk through the inventory. It's a challenge, can I tiptoe through with all of my feet and not touch anything?
Yep.
I would just rather not play that game.
Right. Okay, so quick, I found Patsy's still in the chat. I found 2 more of the snowman that were $3 each if she's interested in any more of them. If not, if somebody else wants to throw snowman in the chat, they're $3 each. I wanted to give Patsy first dibs on it since she got the other ones. And then I found this guy. He is, I'm assuming this one is old because he would have had that paper at the bottom.
I just sold one of those.
Did you?
And I have one back here in my aquarium.
Nice. So I was going to start it at $6 because it is missing the paper and he's got one little corner kind of pushed up right there. But a nice display piece, especially with the big steeple, because I would imagine this would have gotten broken fairly easily.
I think
mine got knocked over.
The one from my childhood, I think it's kind of going
listing to one side. Yep. Mm-hmm. So
but I like it that way.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, it does have a little bit of color loss right there, but the nice bright yellow windows, like they're lit up in the evening, and then the red coloring all around the outside. Yeah, lots of these. This is what they lose, is those sharp corners.
Yes.
As they get tumbled around in people's boxes over the years. And then they get a little munch like that if it gets dropped. But this one's in fairly good condition considering.
Then they kind of move to the side and then they get heated up again every summer.
Near something warm and they just, yep.
Yeah, but that is a nice one and a great one to add. If you've got a girly candle or similar, like the little snowman, if you got, those go great together.
Put the snowman way back here, it'll look just in proportion. That far away. So, all right, that's my choice.
Okay. And then I am going to have, let's see. I have got I guess technically they're Kewpies, or they're Kewpie-like. They don't have
Ooh.
wings, but they do have the Kewpie hair.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't have clothes.
That would be a Kewpie.
So you are going to get, oh, this is for choice. This is
Okay.
$12 choice. And we've got the tummy Kewpie, and we've got the back Kewpie. So we'll take a look at this guy first. Now, there was a sticker on the bottom. I don't know who made these, but he is just lounging there. But you can see he's got the little Kewpie hair with the two little spots in the back. And he's got great detail, including his little toes on his feet, his knees. He's got all the great details and a cute little face. He measures just about 3.5 inches long, and he's about 2 inches tall. So there is number one. Number two is the little tummy guy. And you can see his little fingers.
Do they call those piano babies sometimes too?
I think so.
They've made them in so many different sizes.
Yes. And so many different companies make them and make them just a little different.
Yep.
From each other. And he also had a sticker on him, probably the same company, because their faces look so similar. I would think that they're the same company. So $12 choice on the Kewpies. All right.
Okay.
And so for anyone out there who is still awake, there isn't a quiz. I'm not going to quiz you. But if you see something you are interested in, let us know in the chat. If you think about it overnight and you get up in the morning, you've got our email addresses on the screen in the description. I think most of you know how to get a hold of us if you need to. And if you're watching on the replay and you see something you're interested in, send an email or leave a comment below on the video.
Mm-hmm. I just read PC's comment. Sorry. He did. They made a lot of pianos.
Yes. And I don't know how many piano babies you're actually supposed to put on a piano. I don't know.
Either. Some of them are bigger too, like 5-6 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a point where they say stop putting piano babies on the piano.
So are we doing any recap tonight?
Yeah, go ahead and do the speed round. Why not?
Okay. Thank you, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
Oh, I had the kibble, not kibble.
P.
The turkey kibble. Oh, it's not going to come out, Trisha.
You have to say it with a P. It's a Kimple.
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 He's got the little felt base on him, and he started at $10. That's right, enough so the piano doesn't fly away.
Right. I would just worry that at some point you're going to play something that's very dramatic and the piano's going to vibrate and you might lose the piano baby.
Yeah. I had the spice tins. Those were $4 each. I don't think I'm going to go in order because it's not all on the same side. So I had these little fragrance elf guys by Avon at $5 each. Oh, yes, definitely, Miss Patsy. I will combine shipping for you because I'm going to work on that since there was no shipping yesterday for Veterans Day. And I did find 2 more of those snowman candles if you're interested in a whole snowman army, Patsy. Let me know if you want any more. Let's see. We had the 2 different little napkin holder styles. One was the Santa Blue Eyes. He was a start of 16. And the gingerbread couple, and they were a start of 8, I believe. And we just had the candle with the church. Salt and pepper shaker snowman couple made by Dorothy. That was a $12 start. Where am I? Don't need that. Oh, I have a lot of the 4 giant cards that started at 10. And those 2 were flocked Santas, and then the squeakers in the puppy and kitty. Fenton Fairy Light Daisies on Custard. It was a start of 35. I had this candle holder. Goes like this. We can put a candle in it. It has the metal piece that holds the shade up. There it is. Started at 26. It was made for the Heart of America Carnival Glass Association in 1981. It says good luck.
And
the
what's
red
the
carnival
base
finish.
color on that?
It's ruby.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And here, just to show off my new black light again, you can see that whole rim of the top glowing that cadmium orange.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's like
really
fire.
good.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that looks great.
Thank you, Patsy. I appreciate it. Or Patty, excuse me. And I think those were claimed on that side. Oh, and my little gnome ornaments. They were a start of $3. One with a red hat, one with a white, made out of pine cones. I think that's where we're at. I don't remember putting anything anywhere else that I had showed you.
Okay, and again, if you're watching on the replay and you see something you are interested in, please contact Becky. And also, I just put the link in for her channel, so please make sure you are subscribed to Becky.
Thank you. And so, some of this will be going into my booth because it's that time of year and that's what I'm getting out. I'm just showing it first on YouTube. So if it goes to my booth, I may or may not be able to pull it. So it's not guaranteed, unfortunately, but you had first dibs on it tonight.
Now, are you going to your booth tomorrow?
No, probably Monday because,
right.
yeah, the Broncos are on tomorrow and, and it's Mom's birthday at the end of the week. So there'll be some party planning.
I'm so sorry.
So, yeah, I know, but I haven't been able to watch them for a while. So, but, we'll go hang out with the aunt and uncle and that'll be fun. So, yeah. So I am in no hurry to get there. However, I should be getting there once or twice this week because I haven't been there in 2 weeks and I need to update, put out more Christmas and pull all the Halloween. So that's on the list of to do this week. So
yeah, it is a good week to do it because, people are going to start having time off and start, going around doing some, getting ready to decorate their house. So
we already have Christmas lights on houses on my way home tonight. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I think people are starting early because, or at least the weather was nicer.
Yes.
And it's so much easier to be outside decorating when the weather's nice and not like like this morning, when it's below freezing and you're like trying to put
Yeah.
the
And I
lights
think
up.
that snow motivated people to get out when it was a decent afternoon. It wasn't hot, but it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much easier to decorate outside when it's nice.
Yep, I agree.
All right, so I have for $22 the fabulous rotating drinking glass caddy. The glasses are shaped in a way that they fit right in the caddy. The caddy is metal and it does rotate around. Goes both ways. Whichever way you would like it to go, it goes. This is $22 for the glasses and caddy.
Yep. There were several Christmas shows this weekend around here too. I'm sure all the craft fairs will start picking up too.
Oh, yeah, we've had several craft fairs last weekend, this weekend. Yep. I have the Noritake tea set. I'll show the bottom. So this is Noritake, hand painted Japan. And what's really beautiful is look at that tree. It goes right up into the lid. They painted it that way. This is a teapot, the creamer, or the sugar. They did the same thing. The tree is extended up into the lid. These are all in beautiful, beautiful condition. And then I have 2 teacups and 2 saucers. And this whole set is $35. So you get the teapot, the cream, the sugar, and 2 of the teacups and saucers, $35. And they're all marked hand painted Japan Noritake.
You could have a tea party.
Yes. Faye's getting the zoomies. So if you see her running around like crazy. I have the pair of candles. So these were the brushed bronze bases. These are Luminara. They are sold on QVC. It is about 12 inches tall. They take 2 D batteries, and there's an on, off, and a timer switch. And when the candle is on, the top does flicker.
Usually I take out the batteries for shipping. Would you leave those in or would you take them out?
I take them out.
Okay. Yeah, because then they don't have to go ground and everything.
Right. Although I have been doing a lot of ground shipping these days. Just because of the cost.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like a $10 difference between parcel post and priority mail. And it's only like 1 day difference in delivery.
I have noticed their days have shortened up and are much more similar now.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not worth it for $10 for 1 day early delivery. I'll pack them better. So $35.
Yeah, it used to be you didn't want it knocking around at the post office for 10 days. And yes, I usually, you use pirate ship, Trisha?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I compare the two and usually use whatever is the best and easiest way to go. So.
Yep, I do. But since I'm on the West Coast, there is a big price difference shipping to the East Coast. And yeah, a lot of times for how I can ship things, it's like, I'm not going to charge somebody $26 to ship priority when I can ship it parcel post for $16, it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why would I charge $10 more?
And I think it's just at different parts of the country, because for me, PayPal and Pirate Ship are almost exactly the same.
Margot, are you asking about, just, I want to make sure I'm getting the right item. I think these were the last ones I showed. So these are $35 for the pair. $35 for the pair. They've got the beautiful wax, faux wax. But yeah, these are like really top of the line from QVC. They are Luminera, and I'm going to hold it right here, and you can see that flame flickers around. It's really pretty in person. But
cute.
it is suspended on a little wire right there, so it is able to flick around. But yeah, think about those. The base it's a plastic base, but it is made to look like a brushed bronze, but it is a plastic base.
They
So
did a good job.
yeah, for shipping purposes, they are really lightweight for shipping. And just in case anyone is interested, I have 2 sets of these. So
nice.
I have this pair, and I have another pair available also. But these, yeah, they're really, really cool. And I think this brushed bronze base is harder to find. And yeah, with the D batteries in it, it does make them very stable for sitting in like a window. Even these guys wouldn't be able to knock them out of the window if they wanted to.
Those batteries give it enough weight.
Hi, Joe. What you doing, buddy?
Who, me?
And Patsy would like one. All right. Thank you, Patsy. And then I do have another pair available just in case anyone else is interested.
Oh, goodness, excuse me.
And then I have the silhouette paintings. So these are on the convex, got it right, the convex glass. They are reverse painted. This one is a really cool, like a musical jester or kind of a clown. What were we thinking? The French, like the French.
Yeah, the French clown.
The French clowns, yes. So it is reverse painted on the glass, and this does have a metal edge to the frame and a hook for hanging. It's 5 inches by 4 inches, and then there is the ballerina. So these are $20 each. $20 each for the silhouettes. And then that one has a hook for hanging, and both of them have the metal framing around them. So $20 on those. Then I have this set by Noritake. So this comes with an underplate, a bowl, and a spoon. This is Noritake, hand painted. Now this is the spoon that's marked Noritake. That's really cool. These all have the same pattern, the luster, and then these beautiful flowers. I mean, look at that. Hand painted. And then the underplate also. So this set is $20 for this 3-piece set. And then I have the matching bowl. This is also marked Noritake.
Interesting that that's got the octagonal shape to it, and the other one is round.
Yeah.
Beautiful pattern.
So all around the edge, and this is in great condition. So $20 for the bowl and $20 for the 3-piece set. Let's see. There. And then I had this big guy. This is $20. It's straws, or as we were talking, you could put pretzels, breadsticks, candies. It's close enough to the edge. It doesn't touch the edge, but it's close enough. Not much is going to fall down. You know, if you had wrapped candy in here for the holidays. This is by Tablecraft. And this is $20. It's a really thick piece of glass.
It'd be fun for a cocoa bar or a coffee bar too.
Yep. And it's about 12 or 11 inches tall, I think, up to the handle. So that was 20. Oh, and then there was the choice of hairpins. These are $12 each. We've got the really long one. And this does have a coolness to it. I think it might be stone.
I think that what you're saying, that makes sense, that it would be a carved stone.
So there is that one. This one is glass, black and white swirled glass with a rhinestone on top. So these are $12 each, and these are about like 10 and 11 inches long. They're the really long ones.
They're nice.
So,
they could be dainty Harry Potter ones.
Yeah, and then this one has a purple and white glass, and then this little pearl. It's a shorter one. So $12 for the hairpins or hat pins. You have to have like a really big bun to do that with your hair.
Yeah, to go all the way through your hat, basically.
Then I have the black coral couple made out from Hawaiian black coral. These are $16. And they're about just over 5 inches tall.
Is that King Kamehameha or something like that, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't remember his bride or name, but that makes sense to me. All of a sudden, that one came out.
I'm not going to bite them. And then I had the pink crocheted Afghan. This was 54 inches by 44 inches. It's $18. And it is white, pink, and then a variated pink. And then, let's see. Oh, I had for $15, I had the Chalkware figurine in really nice condition. $15. For $12, I had the wood carved vase. Wood carved and painted vase. And then I had the Kewpies, which I just showed. Oh, Joe and Faye, they're gonna sleep good tonight with all this running around that they're doing. All right, so I will get
like the balance beam act behind you. gymnastics, floor exercise.
Oh, they love, yeah, they love these kinds of surfaces. This is
Mhm.
actually really wide though. So
Yeah,
it's not
it just looks like they're doing a good balancing act.
Yep. So
Well, good.
remind everyone what lives you have coming up next.
So I should be live with Paula tomorrow night on her channel, Paula123, and I can't remember the end of that. She normally does a lot of moderating, or she was doing moderating on lots of people's channels. That's Sunday night, and then my normal Tuesdays are on my channel. And in December, I'll be doing my 12 days of Christmas, which is 12 days in a row leading up to Christmas, every day being live. That'll be my 1 year anniversary of being live on my channel. And we'll be celebrating hitting that $1,000 mark as we go. $1,000, 1,000 subscriber. I am definitely tired. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers we hit last month, so that'll be fun. Oh, and I forgot, I am live with Yvonne on Thursday this coming week. Is that the 17th? I believe it is. Yes, the 17th. And she's doing Christmas on her channels because we're in the same city, so it's kind of fun to do some Colorado stuff together. So
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
And then I will be doing my Monday sale with Jen Eads. I think this week we're on my channel.
You sound like me now.
I better look.
And I've been traveling so much, I have been out of who's where and everything. So I have to catch up with everybody in the next week or so. While I'm doing invoicing and shipping, I'm just going to be binge watching everybody on 2 times the speed.
And we are on Jen's channel this week. I did look.
Okay.
We're not on my channel till the week of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So at 6:30 Eastern, we will be on Jen's channel. And then on Wednesday, it is the double header, triple threat with on Helen's channel at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's myself, Jen, and Helen. Of course, it's Helen's channel. She'll be there. Then we take a couple hours break. And then we're doing the same thing on my channel. It's Jen and Helen and myself, 4
Wow.
p.m. on my channel. And yeah, it gets fun.
I know every time I was like, I don't know, Trisha's dropped some video again. I can't watch it, but I know it's there somewhere.
Yes,
So.
I do drop sales almost every day, about 6 days a week. Sometimes it's hard on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
To get a drop sale in there also. But yeah, usually 6 days because, I got stuff. So,
I know.
you know,
Yep, I'm gonna be taking a couple days to go to the booth this week and catch up on all the stuff from when we were gone, get ready for Mom's birthday, and then it'll be Thanksgiving, and I just don't think it ever ends, unfortunately. So it'd be
no,
nice to be home for a little
but
bit.
this time of year, it's just busy. No matter
It
what,
is. It
it's
really
just
is.
it's just a busy time of year. But that's
Mm-hmm.
good because the days are getting shorter, and the busier you are, the less you're thinking about
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, I was like, I must be getting old because I'm like, oh, if I leave now, I can get home before it's dark. Especially in the winter months. I'm like, oh, I just want to be home. I don't want to be out in the dark anymore. So,
Well, it's true. Yeah, being home by, like 5 o'clock,
mhm.
yeah, get home before it gets dark.
Especially when it's cold, it's just no fun.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and if it's below freezing, it's like, no, if there's ice on the road or anything, it's like I'd like to know about it. I don't want to I don't want to find
yep,
out by accident.
exactly. So, yeah, that was the good thing about this quick snow is that all the roads were at least clear. It was still warm enough that none of it stuck
Mm.
on the road. So, I was just not ready for it yet.
And
So,
oh, Randy, you found her channel. Excellent.
oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm such a great promoter. Paul is somebody's channel. I just assume everybody knows who Paula is because she's been in and out and around so many places over the last year or so. That Thank you, Randy, for backing me up.
But it is always good, Randy, because you know what? There's a good chance that YouTube has unsubscribed somebody from Paula's channel who is subscribed. So, yeah, it's a really good idea to double check and make sure you're still subscribed.
Yeah.
It never hurts.
All right.
But
sorry, guys.
That's okay. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And yeah, so check out Becky tomorrow. Join me and Jen on Monday. And have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much for having me again, Trisha. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you everyone in the chat. We appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us.
For sure.
And yeah, and for your purchasing, I truly appreciate that. And yeah, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the chat. So everyone get a great night's sleep and take care. And we'll be seeing you around.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.